What is a ray of light without the shadow it creates? What is the darkness without desire for flame? What is a warrior without a worthy foe? What would you like to do? It's time to roll. When the lines between good and evil are blurred, no one knows if there is Dune or Paler came first. An ancient struggle throughout all time to push against the other keeps both upright. Is the coming chaos worth the peace? Is it all just a puzzle to complete? A one-sided coin can't exist, isn't real, and thus goes the tales of Ethyl. Thus goes the tales of Ethyl.
The spicy got in my nose.
The spicy got in her nose. You all heard it right here. How's it going, guys? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to episode 27 of Tales of Ethyl. So sorry that it's been a couple weeks. Shit comes up, life happens. Like I said before, you guys know I'm having a baby, so I wasn't quite feeling it last week, so I figured we're gonna do this week. I'm gonna try and make up for it by doing it next week as well, but I can't make any promises. I've got family in town right now, so we'll see. But for now, here's episode 27, and I've got some fun things planned depending on how you guys want to do this. Yeah, if you guys are joining us for the first time, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. You might get a little lost, but don't worry. All of the VODs and videos and stuff is on Spotify and the YouTubes, so make sure you go check those out if you guys have any questions. Yeah, I'm growing a human. Well, I'm not doing shit. Mrs. Karma's growing a human, but yeah, I think that's it for right now for announcements. Not really too much going on. No guest this week, but by chance, then either next episode or the episode after that, we might be having another one. We'll see, depending on how that goes and how the story plays out. But it'll be fantastic. Let's start with our introductions. In my bottom left, we have Silus.
I am Zephyr, and I play Silus the Breaker.
Right next to him, we have Kazim.
Hey, I'm Josh. I play Kazim the Bird.
Next to him, we have Iahme.
Hi guys, I'm Dyer. I play Iahme, the Dragon Lady.
And last but not least, we have Nico, which I just realized I need to change your fucking name on the overlay.
Yeah, my name is Nico. I mean, my name is a dragon, but I do play Nico, and Nico is a lover and a fighter.
With the highest KD.
What I was gonna say, what's Nico's title?
Yeah, he's got the highest KD for sure.
So he's the deadly weapon. That's his title.
He pretty much is,
the manslaughterer.
he's the sleeper build. Hey Cryo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
I see, I'm ready.
But yeah, and there you go. I am Uppercase Karma. I am your DM for tonight, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're just here to have some fun. I'm gonna start this episode the same way I have started every single other episode, with a shot.
Hey,
if any of you guys would like to join me.
drinking.
Fucking tink, bitch.
Cheers, y'all.
Yeah.
Cheers. Tink.
Alcohol, my favorite. You can't see it, but I'm totally drinking it.
It burns. It burns so good.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Gizmo's over here gifting
Oh
shit.
my God.
I got a hype train going.
That was Yumi that gifted that, I think. Thank you, Yumi. Yeah, I am choking. Thank you guys for showing the love, coming in to support. I hope we have a lot of fun.
Hi, Yumi.
I appreciate you guys so much. Yumi, I thought you were a fucking mod. All right, tell you what. I'm going to mod Yumi so that she can abuse me as much as I abuse her.
Hey, guess what?
Shit.
Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this.
I need this thing
I'm
to go.
gonna-
Hold on. Let me do this. Oh my God, with the biddies as well. 500 biddies. Thank you, Dyer.
Oh, we need one more. We need one more.
No, you don't.
One
You
more
don't need
person.
shit. Don't you do it. I don't need it. There you go, Yumi. You've got the power.
You have been knighted.
I'm gonna wait until it actually gets started to see if this hype train happens because I don't want to interrupt it and I don't want it to be ignored. So, you can't start it. No more. That's enough, but thank you. Appreciate it. Oh my god damn it, Josh.
Oh, there it is.
God damn it,
There
Josh. God damn it, Josh.
Hey,
I can't even resubscribe. Like my subscription just continues on perpetually.
Forever.
Even resubscribe.
Don't forget, if you got Prime, sub with Prime.
Hey,
Yeah,
did you know, Josh, that Amazon Prime gives
Wait.
you a Twitch gaming
come it
subscription,
didn't-
Did you know
which is effectively free money.
What?
It's effectively free money, but it doesn't resubscribe for you. So if you haven't
Yeah.
used it yet, make sure you use it now.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
come it didn't mod Iahme? There we go. She's been modded.
There we go.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun. Why did you modify Iahme? She was perfect the way she was.
She is perfect. But yeah, thank you guys for the hype train.
Hype
That's fucking
train!
phenomenal. I'll take another shot for you guys to celebrate this little hype
Woohoo.
train. This is
I'll
probably
double you down.
I do really look forward to this, so it does upset me when things happen and I can't make it, but I'm glad that all of you guys still join me and get excited for this because I genuinely still do. I really do. So this shot
It's okay,
is to the viewers who make this all possible and make us want to continue on with our story, and this goes out to you guys, the players, for helping me write this goddamn story. So cheers to you
Yeah.
guys.
We love
Been
you,
one that-
Becky.
Been one hell of a fucking ride so far.
Yeah, you just
So-
wait till you see what I've got planned for you.
We're using the new ones today. Oh my god, camera focus.
Got some fancy
Ooh.
dice.
So shinies. So
Fucking
shiny.
sapphires over there.
Yes, and they have like the ones on every single one of them are black, and then everything else is the shiny.
Mm.
Actually, do I
I'm
have...
so fucking excited. Like I'm not even joking. Like one. Everything else.
I love that. I
so
love that.
shiny. I wish it would focus better on them. They're all glittery.
They are very
Focus.
pretty. I mean, I still like
That's
my
very shiny.
my DBEG dice. Those are pretty sweet.
These were my I love
Wow.
you present from my boyfriend.
I can't show my dice, but I have skulls in mine.
She does,
really
and they're
pretty.
actually cool as shit. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
The
I
skulls
can't
of all
post
the,
pictures on Twitch, sadly.
the skulls
Oh,
of all the
yeah,
people
I can
she's
send you a
not
pic.
killed.
Send
Yes.
pics.
Ah!
Gross.
Multiple people with these dice.
Also, guys, don't forget, in the Discord, we have a little section all for Tales of a Deal stuff. So if you got any questions for the cast,
That's true. We
please
do.
don't post the
Please ask us
We
questions.
do.
questions.
We do try and take some time at the end of the episodes when we've got the chance to answer some questions. So go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't yet, and you'll see a little section in the ether for questions for the cast. So yeah, go check that out sometime. Bro, you type so down. I'm quick as fuck, Iahme. You don't understand. It's also because I'm ahead of you, so yeah, I just have a head start. That's all it is, really. Anyway, I think after that, I'm gonna let the hype train just kind of die down. But I think I'm safe enough to go into my introduction. If you guys are okay with that, just if anyone's gonna
You
do
were
it,
until you said
get it
that.
out of your fucking system, because once I get started, I'm not stopping to acknowledge any of this shit. I'm just letting you guys, except for that one time Rizard went bonkers, like a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Hey, Yumi, the pictures are on the way. I'm just sending them.
Okay,
Say if you need like close up of any of them. I have shit ton of dice.
she does, and they're awesome. Oh, a stretch from Dyer. Got it. I'm gonna need it. Okay.
Get prepared. Stretch out those fingies, Bestie. You got some writing to do.
I got lots of writing to do, actually, because I've got to figure out what the fuck you guys are gonna do. It's been a while, so this recap might take a little bit, just because I want to make sure that we're all understanding what's going on and where we're all at, of what happened last time. So, without further ado, I think it's time that we get into our weird tale of mystery and wonder of a homebrew based on a video game based on a homebrew that we call Tales of Ethyl. Where we last left off, we were all in the flow in the medical ward because our dear Nico had gone missing for a little while, but was recently discovered floating outside of the flow, beaten up, battered, and just unconscious. Floating there some magical means, not sure, unresponsive, but still breathing, so he is alive, but something horrible seemed to have happened to him. While we've been in the flow itself, waiting for Nico to make a recovery, or as his friends seem to be convinced that was indeed Tamiel, whoever he is, we've had some interesting interactions, learned some interesting things. Iahme's been contacting home and has recently sent our Draxto on his way back to watch over his island, as Tamiel, or Nico's brother, seemed to have appeared in the flow. obviously being quite worried and learning about his bit of an asshole brother. Oh my god.
Understatement.
Yeah, kind of an asshole brother. Super racist. Well, they came up with this plan to kind of hide him away to make sure that his brother didn't find out that Nico was here. They seem to have succeeded, set him on his way, and Lindell and Zorn had finally decided that it's now their time to part ways and make their way back home to make sure that the people that they left behind searching for Tamiel are still safe. Because from what we understand, Nico's dad seems to be gone on some kind of warpath. Or, weirdly enough, seems to have disappeared. We're not sure which is which, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, after this had happened, Kazim had the bright idea that before the dragon was going to be sent away, that he was going to use a mysterious magical item that turned out to be not so great. Blowing up half of the flow on the side with his amazing choice there. They take some damage, but everything seems to be fine. Then, as well as Dyer making another attempt to talk to Home, finding out that her knowing something odd is going on with her sister, but also hearing that her sister hasn't been seen. Lots of weird, interesting things that seem to have happened on the side. Hopefully Nico wakes up, but after during an argument, the last thing that was said before we went on to our little bit of a break was Kazim yelling out the name Mistrix. You guys are all within the Flow's infirmary ward inside Nico's room as he's still unconscious. Kazim is standing there very frustrated with Iahme at the moment. So I'd like to ask the group, when Kazim, specifically, after you yelled out Mistrix, what would you like to do?
Silus is frozen, borderline paralyzed, just at the sudden exclamation of all the trauma.
Iahme is just going to look at Kazim really confused and be like, she's not in here. Is there something that I'm missing?
You're all welcome to roll for perception. Except Nico. Obviously, you're passed the fuck out.
Stay asleep, tiny
Yeah,
one.
you're
Stay asleep.
passed the fuck out.
It would have been too funny if Nico got the highest roll.
Bitch. I'm gonna roll just because of that. Well, I don't get to use a natural 20.
Look, can I just say that I love these new dice because they also got a natural 20 first roll?
Okay.
I got
Hell
21.
proud.
21.
Perception's plus 6, so 26.
Kazim, what'd you get?
19 total.
Okay, all of you noticed as soon as Kazim had yelled out the name Mistrix, Nico's hand seemed to have twitched a little. That's it.
Did I misunderstand the orb? Wasn't I just supposed to shout her name?
I think you did misunderstand the orb because it's
Nothing is happening.
Silus, do you have that message specifically that I sent you of what it is?
I believe I've got it somewhere. Yeah, I can find it.
Did you explain how it works, like how the letter says?
I don't think I did. I think
You just said
used a very-
generically say her name
yeah.
and it activates. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Once again, am I missing something, Kazim?
Yeah, you're probably. If you, we're both missing something clearly. I thought that was gonna do something.
Other than make your incapacitated friend a little more unsettled?
I think the name you used was a little off. But also I would have liked a little warning, brother.
I take it I'm missing something rather large right now.
Yeah.
Silas is gonna pull his letter out of his little satchel. And obviously with that little section towards the end being crossed out, put it on a sort of nearby table for the two of them to look at.
I take it has something to do with the orb? That I am trying to research to find the best way to get your friend back?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember why I shouted Mistrix at all now.
You were upset because Iahme wants to keep a hold of the orb and study it to find information on it?
Mm.
And you didn't want her to have it? That part I remember.
Permission
my
to
character motivation.
permission to copy the message over to Josh and Dyer.
Feel free, or I could just read it out loud at this point if you're gonna be sharing with anyone.
Yeah.
Will you just send it back to
okay.
me, because I seem to be struggling to find it. Just send it
I've
back
got
to me.
it, and I'll. Yeah, no, that's fine.
And I'll read it
just...
out loud, and I'll read it in his voice, because fuck it, theatrics.
Oh.
Alright, I'm just crossing out that little
Go for it.
bit that he would have crossed out, but there you go.
All right. Silus, you may never like me nor respect me, but I've always respected you. You've done much for Nico. Please never give up on him. Within this bag is what I've saved of Mistrix. Never give up on her. The orb can be activated with her name, and she will be there. Keep her safe. Nico has a kind heart, and he does love you all. Please don't let my actions dictate what's good, what you see in him. I hope you find peace. And Silus, let them go. Give up the rage, and find your peace. And then there's a little bit that seems to be like scraped out with what looks to be like some kind of quill or pen or something like that. And then underneath that says, P.S. I've given you 6 months. All the doppelgangers are gone. Don't let them nor the purists find the anchors. Don't do this for me. Do this for Nico. Because I no longer can.
Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you.
Two important things there are, one, I do understand the orb properly, and two, we have 6 months. This is Kazim saying that, not Josh.
Okay, can Karma remind Josh of something?
Josh is fully aware.
Okay.
Kazim, I don't think Kazim ever heard her name.
He did. He did.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't think he paid attention. I don't think he honestly
So
cared.
that would make sense then, but yeah.
Yeah, he and Mistrix really didn't like each other very much.
Aww, she liked you, buddy.
Oh.
Now
She
I'm
called
depressed.
him a bird a lot. He was a little upsetty.
I'm depressed. Fine. Anyway.
Anyhow.
Is this really something we want to tackle now?
Do we like, we can get her back, right?
I don't know in what form or what permanence this will.
If I
Tamiel.
may, that is exactly what I'm trying to research. I'm trying to find you a permanent way to get your friend back. I know not really any of you like my being here, but if my extended persuasion because of my position can help us find information to get your friend back, I'm willing to do that. I've already reached out to my ambassador to see if I can find someone in the actual capital who knows these kinds of things.
At the mention of her being back permanently, I'm not sure if Iahme would notice, but I think Kazim would definitely see Silus go a little pale in the face.
I've got a passive perception of 16.
I mean that's up to you. I don't know, but I feel like
I'm gonna
She doesn't.
I'm gonna say because Silas is so used to kind of hiding how he's feeling as best as he can. With a 16, you probably wouldn't notice it.
Cool.
What about a 17?
I don't think so. For me, I would put the DC at about 18 for that, just because
Damn.
he has spent his whole life trying to control and hide his emotions. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you guys probably wouldn't notice that.
Yeah.
And he's gotten
Yeah.
pretty good, especially due to recent events.
Yeah, but
I. Yeah, today's an off day. First, what with the brother coming to town, and then us exploding for some unforeseen reason, some wacky circumstance.
Iahme is totally gonna roll her eyes at that.
I think Kazim's just fully. He's like 3 for 3. He's ready to tap out right now.
what we face with that thing, we know not of its nature, its design, its effect on us, on her. I'm not entirely sure if using it is best.
Would you like for me to test it for you in a separate room? I did not know her, therefore I will have an unbiased opinion on how she acts. And I can give you as much detail as I can to see if that is truly your friend.
I won't speak for you, Kazim, and I mean no offense by her, but for me, I feel like that is the safest option.
I kind of wanted to do it in front of everybody so that like we know
Or,
withholding
Kazim,
of information.
you can go with me if you'd like.
All right, I can get behind that.
I will guard Nico. In case any more relatives decide to make a sudden and unexpected visit.
Is anybody else in the room with us?
Nope, it's just you guys.
Cool.
Silas, if you would be so kind as to write her name down for me.
I'll write it on the back of my letter. Dahlia. And I will hand it to you.
And that is her full name, that is not just a nickname or anything like that?
That is the name that she was called inside the dream.
Alright.
And that is all if she had a second name or an extension of that name, it has escaped me, but
Alright. I will test it. And hopefully it is your friend. And if anything, I will look for a way to get her back for you.
doesn't respond to that. Doesn't respond to that.
She's just gonna put her hand on his shoulder, ever so slightly, and then walk out the door. And try to go find a place to see what she can figure out.
Okay. I feel like I need to ask, how are you carrying this out? And no one said Silas, did you ever say the name, or did you just write it down?
I just wrote it down. I didn't say it out loud.
I have to make sure that this is perfectly clear here.
Yeah.
How are you carrying it? Or is it in a bag? Are you just holding it as you're just kind of walking around? What's going on here?
She probably has made like a little. You know how some necklaces have like the little chains that like are rope that wrap around it? She probably has something like that for it hooked to her side.
Okay. And Kazim, were you going with her?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow along.
So it's just hooked to your side on your belt, yeah?
Yeah.
Just kind of held on. Okay.
Yeah. Next to where she would have kept like her dragon pouch for her scales.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kind of skulking like 10 feet.
I'm so worried.
Yeah, he's about to pull out all sorts.
Yes, I'm so concerned.
I'm stressed out of my fucking mind.
It's okay. So,
okay.
Iahme is going to look for one of the quiet rooms that she knows about.
Okay, so
that
as
way
you go, as
which
you go
direction.
speak to the young elf up front, he kind of sits there and he goes, yeah, absolutely, we have one open. Is it just for you, or? And he kind of looks back and he sees Kazim just kind of, he's not really hiding, but he's obviously just kind of going with, but he could obviously see you, Kazim. Is he
dragging his feet, just slowly
he looks so
behind.
he looks like he's there against his will.
A room for 3 would be particularly amazing.
3, very well. Head down the hallway as you did before. 2 doors down on your right, past the room with the mirror. You should be able to find with a small conference table that should be just fine.
Thank you.
Not a problem. There is a bell on the inside. Go ahead and ring it if you need any kind of assistance whatsoever, and we'll make sure we send somebody down there.
Appreciated.
Of course. As you guys begin walking down that kind of quiet hallway, you every time you enter this hallway, it always seems so deafeningly quiet. Silus, you stayed behind, correct?
Yeah, I'm sat at the foot of Nico's bed.
Okay. Good. As you guys begin walking into the room, you enter in, and it's not nearly as ornate, but there are some very comfortable chairs in there. What seems to be a small round table with like 4 or 5 chairs kind of just sat around it. There seems to be a small bottle of water in there. It seems like maybe meetings happen in here, but as soon as you close the door, it's that weird same deafening silence where you feel like you guys can whisper and talk to each other comfortably from across the room. It's not unbearably quiet, but you can tell that no one's going to be able to hear you guys from inside.
Okay, I'm like, ooh, Dyer is so nervous right now. Okay. So
Kazim goes for the decanter of water before anything else.
Okay.
Iahme will like take out her pouch for her scales and kind of like make a spot in it, put it on the center of the table, and put the orb in that little spot.
Okay.
And she's going to look over at Kazim and be like, whenever you're ready, sir.
Yeah, let's do this.
We cannot be sure that this word will work. If you know any enhancements to it now, please tell me.
Do I know any enhancements to it? I feel like I wouldn't.
Like a last name or anything like that.
I feel like if you didn't
So,
know Dahlia,
it's one of those, as soon as you heard the name, or like you read the name, you were like, oh, fucking right, of course, why did I think of that? Nothing else would come to mind, though. It's literally just like, I think I've heard that one time in passing, and that's about it.
It took Kazim months to learn Greymore's name. I definitely paid attention to the 2 times Dahlia was mentioned.
Yeah.
You still haven't learned Greymore's name, let's be real.
I've been calling him Greymore
He's
instead
Archie.
of Archie.
It's fine.
He's Archie, but I've been calling him Greymore.
So-
Before that, I would like to cast 2 spells.
Okay. What would you like to cast?
First off, I need to double check that they're not. Yeah, neither of them are concentration. Zone of Truth.
Okay.
And Warding Bond.
Okay.
Warding Bond on Iahme here, and Zone of Truth on just the floor.
Okay. Just kind of around you guys.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, Warding Bond increases your AC by 1 while you're within 60 feet of me, as well as you have resistance to all damage.
Okay.
but whenever you take damage, I take the same amount. The spell will end if you leave 60 feet from me, if either one of us hits 0 hit points, or I can just end it early as an action.
Okay.
Then Zone of Truth, you can attempt to not... You can try to break the DC, but I'll be aware if you pass or fail, unless... I'll be aware if you pass or fail.
Well, Iahme honestly doesn't care if you ask her anything with the Zone of Truth on. I'm pretty sure, Karma, would she have experienced it at any point?
You would know that Zone of Truth. What he's doing is Zone of Truth.
Okay. So she should literally just sits there and kind of looks at you, a little puzzled, but then
Not for your
looks back at
benefit.
the rock.
It's not for you. It's for whatever might come out.
Whatever makes you feel in any way as if we have the high ground here.
We might need it.
Okay.
Let me just double check how many diamonds I have on my person.
Okay. I'm ready.
Sick. Let's do this.
Iahme is not nervous at all. She has no expectations about this because she hasn't gotten to learn a lot of it. So she seems very at ease, unlike me. I am a ball of stress.
We're sweating bullets.
She's just gonna take a deep breath, say a small prayer to the dragons, and say Dahlia.
I'm gonna be perfectly clear. Anything beyond this point is not my fault.
Okay.
It's been said. It's already too late.
I'm at 11 HP. Fuck, I should have thought about this differently.
So,
she asked if that's what she wanted to do. So
I will be fully true. I gave you guys everything I had, and I said that I don't think this is a good idea.
Okay, it's too late.
Play with the
Got
water.
time to go for it. Fuck it. We're gonna see what happens.
I'm sorry, bestie. I'm sorry.
No, Dyer, I'm so sorry. So, as soon as you say the name Dahlia, the orb begins flashing this bright white light across the entire room, blinding. All you see around you both is white. And as soon as it envelops both of you, behind your ear, where you've seen that kind of mark, that half-cat face, begins searing and burning your skin beyond any kind of pain you've ever taken. Please take 10 HP permanently away.
Okay.
Silus,
Okay, cool.
You're sitting in the room with Nico. As you see on his chest where that necklace is, there's a little pendant of this half-cat's face. As it just fucking explodes into this bright white light. Okay?
Axe up. Axe fucking there.
As soon as it just kind of does, the light begins fading away. You're blinded a little bit. You can't see anything. And Nico is sitting up with a smirk on his face. Please roll for perception for me.
Why the fuck are you smiling? That's a 10. I mean, I've got a passive of
Okay.
fucking. I've got a passive of 15, but that's a 10.
Okay.
So in that small room, Iahme is just blood-curdling scream,
Kazim,
grabbing her neck down on the ground.
You can hear her screaming, but all of a sudden it all cuts out as you both wake up in these beds. And is that Kazim? You're very familiar with it. Or actually, I don't think you went in. It was just Silus that went in. You guys wake up in this kind of room, empty room. There's a couple decent-sized beds. As Iahme, you wake up immediately, and I need you to roll Wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh yay! Here we are.
Both of us?
I'm fucked.
Just Iahme.
Karma, I'm fucked.
You forget why you're in here.
That's a net
This
one.
This feels very normal to you. Like you've woken up here 100 times, and you look over, and there's your friend Kazim, who has come visit like he has every other week. Kazim, you wake up in this strange room in clothes that you don't recognize. They seem to be normal farmer's clothes. As you see Iahme just kind of stand up in her very more peasant, not nearly as elegant clothing, and you just see that big old smile on her face.
So, to be clear, I took 10 damage.
No,
and then
you didn't take any.
I
It was
didn't
all
take.
me.
Okay.
It was just
Oh.
Iahme that
Me.
took. Is just Iahme that permanently lost 10 HP.
Sick. Okay. I'm just gonna say you put me at 1 HP, man. But we're cool. We're chill.
So she's just gonna look at you and be like, Kazim! Oh, I forgot to make the tea. I'm so sorry. I beg your forgiveness. And she's gonna turn around and go to make tea.
I woke up in a bed.
Just in a random bed in a room you don't fucking recognize.
I go for knives.
Okay.
Do I have knives?
No, you don't have anything.
Shit, he took them again. Okay.
You don't have any of your equipment that you had before. You're just in your peasant clothes. Iahme, you begin to have these really weird memories. Like you've been here for a while. Speaking to a woman that you don't recognize, but you do at the same time. You've been calling her mother for some reason. She seems like she lives in the woods. But every time you start trying to think of like looking in a mirror or like looking at your reflection, you begin getting a very strong headache. So you tend to avoid from doing that. But you have all these odd memories from being in this place.
Okay. Do I know if I have a horse?
Yeah, you do. You do. You have a horse that has been your most trusted companion that is outside. You know he's out in the field right now with some other people that from around the village. He's been a very proud workhorse that's been here working as hard. You know that you specifically every night go out and give him treats.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up.
So. I know a bunch of people were dead and their souls were in the orb.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
You kind of got like a weird description, but how they describe it's so hard to describe what it's like on the inside. Now thinking about it, you're kind of picking up what Silus was telling you what was on the inside when you've asked about him in like a couple nights or something, but it still just doesn't quite make sense. But you know somewhere in here, hopefully, is your friend Mistrix. As you're just kind of in the room for right now. The door is closed. There is a window outside, and it looks very familiar, the same kind of setup of that ruined town that you were in forever ago, where you got thrown through the wall. You actually can see the building that you got thrown through.
Oh, that's so nostalgic. Okay, Kazim's thinking about two things right now. I need to arm myself, and I need to make sure my spells still work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to cast light.
Are you casting it on something?
Yeah, probably just at the tip of my finger.
Your tip of your finger begins glowing.
Cool.
Seems to work perfectly
Awesome.
fine.
Do I see any sort of sharp implements in my immediate vicinity?
Not really. I mean, you see what looks to be like a rake, maybe some yard tools, but nothing like really weapony, really. I mean, there might be a pitchfork if you looked hard enough. But
Are there garden shears?
Roll for investigation.
Oh, that's super not gonna matter. Yeah, that's a total of 8.
Iahme,
Do I
you're just
do I
kind of
see him?
yeah. You're sitting there. You're making tea. Normally, you're setting out the cups, but then you just hear this rummaging and metal clanking, and you just look back, and your friend Kazim is just rummaging through your yard tools for some fucking reason, and he's doing like a poor job. You see him like picking up a bundle, just kind of looking underneath it and shit, picking up boxes. You have no idea what the hell he's doing.
Kazim, you know if you need help with your yard work, I'll help you, right?
I think this is the first time Kazim's actually realizing he's not in here alone. And he's looking over his shoulder.
I need you to roll
slowly.
for what would it be? I want to say perception.
I can do that. Oh, baby. Perception, that's a 25.
There's a weird like familiarity for the way that Iahme's talking. It's super odd. And as you look over, you notice just this glimmer of green going across her eyes.
Green?
Yes.
I should know what that means. At least I feel like I should.
With a 25, she sounds an awful lot like a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Or are you trying to look for the harness for Buttercup? Is that what you're trying to do?
Buttercup.
We
We released Buttercup. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, shit.
Kazim, you're just kind of standing there.
I'm just gonna put my finger up to my beak and just shush her.
Bird, are you good?
Kazim, wisdom saving throw, please.
Fuck. Oh, baby. Oh, I totally demolish. That's an 11. I rolled a 4. It looked like it was an 18, but it was a 4.
Fuck.
Kazim, you feel like you were about to get mad, but it starts calming down on the inside, and you're beginning to start kind of feel like there's still something a bit off, but this is you're starting to question, like, was I dreaming before? And you're slowly beginning to forget why you came here.
Okay.
You still have some semblance, it's still there, but...
Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, what's that movie where the guy just starts tattooing himself?
Memento?
Memento. I'm gonna attempt to memento myself here.
Okay.
You're gonna write on your feathers.
How?
I'm not gonna write on my feathers. That's impossible. I'm looking at the walls.
Okay.
I don't have any writing implements. I don't have any of my shit.
Shit.
You have a beak.
Oh,
You have a beak. Improvise.
Is there a fireplace?
Yeah, there's a
gonna
fire.
bite.
There is a fireplace in there, and yes, you probably could take a piece of charcoal. That would be acceptable if
That's-
you want to start writing stuff. I
Yeah,
see where you're going
I
with that. I like it.
Trapped in orb must get out.
Okay, Iahme, you see him beginning writing that. I want you to roll for wisdom saving throw again.
Hold on, I gotta see what my save is. I don't think it's gonna help me any. That is a 7, boss.
You're very confused of what the hell what orb.
There isn't an orb in the house. Kazim, why are you
Turn.
writing on my walls?
Turn. Shush her again. Go back to the walls. Do not clean.
Oh.
Question, would I remember Silus and them?
Yes, you would remember Silus. You don't know where they are. You don't know why they're not here,
Yeah.
but it's okay. You're fine with that. They're on a trip. They'll be back any minute. You do remember, but you also have every once in a while you have a weird memory of like going on an adventure. But then you have a memory of these weird 3 beings on some kind of cart. You remember a dragon for some reason, but then you also remember some weird concert you did in a city that that you can't remember the name of. You have all these weird bits and pieces that's getting really hard to kind of piece together, and you're aware that they are like exist. You're not sure where they are though.
Kazim, you're really starting to freak me out.
Oh, I'm looking at Iahme,
Yes, that's 100% Iahme.
but I'm picking up it's not Iahme.
Roll for perception.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Yeah. You hear her. You feel, as you hear her talking, you hear this weird, like, flux between these almost 2 different personalities, but it seems so fluid that they seem to be kind of the same. You're hearing bits of what she's saying, like when she said, "You're confusing me," sounded a lot like Iahme would say something like that, but then you hear the bird part, but that sounds just like how Mistrix would say it. So you do hear her in there.
Do you think I need to make more tea for, like, Silus? I don't know what kind of tea he would like. He'd probably like Earl Grey. So I feel like I need to go get some stuff to make Earl Grey tea. Yeah, I should do that. She's gonna start walking toward the door.
Okay, look at me. Look at me. Grab her by the shoulders. Look at me.
Okay.
As soon as you look in her eyes, you see what color were your normal eyes? I'm sorry, Iahme.
For who?
Iahme. Because I know
Iahme's are green. Iahme's are green.
Iahme's a green, and I know that Mistrix had 1 green and 1 silver, correct?
Yes.
So it's weird. One of them is a bright emerald green, and the other one seems to be a beautiful metallic silver.
Your name? Tell me your name.
What do you mean? What's my name?
Tell me your name, please.
Roll for wisdom save. Iahme, specifically.
16.
Iahme. That's your name.
Iahme Draxnanafa?
Okay.
Why are
Okay.
you asking me questions like this?
Do you remember why we're here?
Another wisdom saving throw.
Which one of us?
Iahme.
Bless. Can
Okay.
I? Can
Yeah,
I
you
bless
can, I'll let
both?
you bless her. You're touching her. You got your hands on her shoulders. Yeah.
Cool. Add a D4 to that.
Okay. Unnatural 20?
You are now starting to remember that you're here to look for somebody. You don't quite remember who, but you remember you're beginning to remember the white orb. You remember showing up here, and you're now beginning to kind of get a sense of who you are, but it's still cloudy because you have these weird double memories almost of being here. You have these huge
But
background.
not being here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't quite know what to make of it, but you are sure that you came here to look for somebody.
She's gonna, like, blink a couple times and then look at you and be like, Kazim, something's not right here.
Something's very wrong.
I have way more memories than I should. But
You
I
can't
know we're
ring
here
that
looking for
fucking
someone.
bell.
Who are we looking for, Kazim?
Have I forgotten who we're looking
No,
for?
no, you still remember because you passed your. You remember.
No,
you're
I
here
got
to.
an 11.
Yeah. Oh, you got 11. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'll have you do another wisdom saving throw. That's going to determine.
The bless would affect us both.
Yes.
To be clear.
Yes, because you can bless yourself. I know it's up to
Yeah.
later levels, but we've already decided you can bless yourself.
Well, no, bless you can just cast on up to.
So you can
4
always
creatures.
cast on yourself.
At second levels, at higher levels, you get to add more.
Oh, okay.
But you can always choose yourself. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 19 total.
Yes, you remember who you're here to see.
Okay. We're gonna have to go outside and get a gathering of our surroundings, but I need a weapon. And whatever we do, we can't forget who we are and why we're here. That's all I remember from what Silus told me. We're boned if we forget, and somebody will have to come in here after us, and we might not all leave. So we gotta play this real safe here.
But who are we looking for?
Right now, that's less important than just finding the exit. We're looking for Mistrix, but getting out of here is more important.
Write it down. Write it on a piece of paper and put it in your pocket.
I don't have a piece of paper. I don't have pockets.
We're wearing peasant clothes. We can make a pocket.
Actually, Kazim, you do have pockets.
I do have pockets.
Yeah, you've got straight. You've got a tunic. You've got a straight tunic and pants, like with pockets and everything.
Ooh.
Think farmer.
I
That's
want
what you got.
Fancy.
I'm just used to wearing dresses. I think that's it.
Yeah, I will say Kazim usually doesn't actually wear pants. He usually wears like some like art undergarments that are kind of like pants, but more for like comfort than they are like work pants.
Hey, look at my dress. It has pockets. Oh my god.
Best thing ever.
I'm going to find him a piece of paper so we can write this down as quick as possible.
Yeah, I'll aid with that. Can we do like investigation?
Go
or
ahead.
something?
I'll let you both roll for investigation.
Okay.
Can I
we got
give
this,
bonus
Kazim.
action and give advantage?
Yeah, you can give her advantage if you want, but that means you can't roll.
That's fine. I guarantee mine is lower.
Okay.
For investigation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who am I on? Okay, I'm on the right character. That's actually not bad. Okay. 17? Find a piece of paper, 17?
You said 17? Okay. So you guys, quickly looking around, you do see that there is like a small pile, what seems to be like thin pieces of wood, maybe some very early kind of parchment. You guys are you're used to seeing paper, but this seems very rudimentary, kind of. But it would suffice enough, and you remember seeing Kazim writing on the wall with the charcoal, so you could probably grab some charcoal, be able to write something. You can't seem to find a quill, but yeah, you find something that would work.
Okay, she's gonna quickly hand that to him, be like, write it all down.
Okay. I've worked with fucking slates before in my life. I know exactly how to do this. Write out on the slate. My name is Kazim. I am here unintentionally, against my will. I must find the exit.
Put in something about me so we remember who I am.
I'll grab a second one and write, you are Iahme.
Okay.
Read the first board.
Okay. Putting
Cool.
things in pockets?
I'll hold on to both of them, I guess.
So
I'll
it should have been
actually
she
add on.
is.
She is Iahme. I'll just write green and silver eyes as well, just in case we lose each other.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to say at this point, while you guys are trying to write down and figure out what to do next, I'm going to say that we're going to go back to the infirmary room where Nico is just kind of sitting up and looking at Silus. Silus is way too fucking, like, terrified to notice anything of what's going on.
He's still smirking. Are you still smiling at me?
He wasn't smiling at you as he was kind of like looking down, but you saw the smirk on his face.
Yeah. Is it still there?
What do you mean? I'm still there.
No, I'm asking that is the smirk still on your face, or have you?
It was
Got
it
rid
was
of
it was just kind of a quick, like, not really evil smirk, more of like a relief smirk.
First things first, I'm checking Nico's injuries. Like, do they look healed? Does he look like he's in pain?
You can roll for medicine if you want.
Fuck yeah, I'm fucking wrong for fucking medicine.
Oh, I actually do have a question about that one. Do I still have any exhaustion levels?
Weirdly enough, no.
Oh.
What was your medicine
I'll
there,
not say
Silas?
no for that one.
15.
You see that a few of them have seemed to scar up a little bit. You see a few of them have seemed to have disappeared. There are still a couple that look like they might need to heal, but nothing too serious. And then you kind of look at his arms. Yeah, he seems like he's mostly healed up, which is miraculous because the night before he was still all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, that's Nico. Don't move. I think you're still healing.
Silas.
Just breathe for me.
I would like for Nico to take a look around just take a look around. Last week his remembrance ain't it. I can tell you that much. Let's see. Yeah, Karma, I would like to take a look around, just in general.
Roll for perception.
With bitches. 8. Let's see. Where's my perception? My perception is the worst one. 13 total.
As you kind of look around, you seem to be in an infirmary of some kind. Kind of hard to really tell. Seems very basic. There's these weird scorch marks by the window for some reason, just kind of around the whole thing. But the window seems perfectly intact, so that's super odd. And you just see Silus. He's, standing above you, same kind of face as he always has. You don't really notice too much. No one else is around. You do notice that.
Where are we, Silus?
You're at the flow. You sorry. You found very fucking injured. What's the last thing you remember?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna message you specifically.
Uh-huh. I feel like Nico would he would sit up like more proper, kind of like readjust himself on the bed. His hand would just naturally, automatically go to his pendant while he usually just holds it, like whenever he's just like idling by or so. And he just looks down at the bed. His eyes slightly cloudy. Just his shoulders just dropping. Last thing I properly remember was we had a fight. All of us. Tamiel and I, we were going towards, what was that small place called? Towards city of, I think he called it Ken. We were going there, and then I've seen Bon again. The doppelganger. And it just kind of just gets hazy after that. I remember some flashes here and there, but I don't remember much.
There is a lot to catch you up on. A lot of it will be very confusing, and a lot of it will be possibly scary.
Scary.
A lot has happened, but before we go through any of that, guards, I need a messenger.
When you say that, you hear some heavy footsteps beginning to come down the hallway, the empty hallways of the infirmary, as you hear a quick double knock on the door. You called?
Nico is awake. If we can get some medical experts to have a look over him and have a message sent to Cruselia's residents right away to let them know that he's conscious. They'll want to see him.
Very well. As he begins quickly walking down the hallway, you hear him. It's some murmuring going on, and you hear a bunch of footsteps kind of go out through the front door, and then you hear two more pairs of footsteps coming down the hallway as it opens up, and you see these two scribe nurses with their medical kits, just kind of shocked to see the person that's Nico sitting up. Oh, amazing!
Yeah, Nico like almost like flinches, like kind of just like scoots like a little bit like under his covers. Like that was unnecessary, and I don't know where.
As they all as begin, they walk down. They're like, "Please lay down, calm down. they begin looking over your arms, and you just hear them murmuring. You both can roll for perception if you want to.
6 or 9. That's a 9.
15 total.
15?
16.
16. So you both can hear them murmuring just kind of like how miraculous it is. Like, there was no way he could have recovered. I don't understand. Look, the gash is gone. They see him like lifting up his shirt, and you're seeing that them looking at the scars and stuff, and you see him even lift
Nico
up
is
like,
so confused.
yeah, Nico, you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, but they are looking all over your body. As Silus, you're seeing like where there were huge gashes. They're just fucking examining, trying to figure it out, and goes, I'm so sorry, Sir Silus. Did you?
I have no magic.
And Mr. It's Nico, right? Nico. We heard another name.
Yes, Nico.
Yes, it's Nico.
Nico. Did you do anything? I don't mean to be crude, but there's absolutely no way you should have survived what you went through.
Wait, what? He just like he puts like a hand over his eyes, just like tired, just I've done nothing. No, I just woke up. I don't know what. He's just gonna look at Silus like
You see the two scribes.
I will go to Nico's bedside and put a hand on his shoulder.
You see the two scribes kind of look at each other, very confused. Did anyone come in, or? Right. I think we might. I'm sorry. We need to go confer with somebody who has more experience in this, because. And then the other one chimes in and goes, "We have no idea what the hell happened to you, to be perfectly honest. This is beyond anything we've ever seen before. So we're going to go speak with some elder scribes and just rest," as they just kind of slowly turn. And you hear them as they're walking out of the room. They're still murmuring to each other and go, "What the fuck happened? I don't fucking know. Have you seen that kind of shit?" As they're walking down, you can tell they're incredibly confused that you're fucking awake.
incredibly confused, and he's very incredibly confused looking over his body just in general, because A, he doesn't have clothes on, just bandages. B,
Correct.
he has a lot of yeah, no, he just takes a look. He just takes one fucking look.
As you begin looking at your arms and your legs through the bandages, you're seeing little bits of these kind of scars. You see a couple of them have like this tinge of blue, but nothing like it was before. You look at where the scar was on your forearm before, and it's now in this weird tattoo shape of a knife, strangely enough. You're looking at like your chest. You're seeing where they were these huge gashes now seem to be perfectly healed. You do see a couple scabs all around, but you look like you got fucked up at some point, but it also looks like you're in a very advanced state of healing.
I feel fine. I don't look fine.
Nico,
I'm just so goddamn tired.
Nico, there's no easy way to put this, but earlier this morning, moments ago, you were dying.
Dying.
I wish I had the answers for you. I shouldn't have let you go alone. I'm sorry.
And he would just take like a confused look at you. I don't think he's ever seen Silus openly be this yeah.
Yeah. I let you all down.
What happened, Silus? Where's the where is everyone else?
As you say that, you guys do hear running down the hallway. Like, there is someone running down the hallway towards your door. And as soon as it opens up, you see that there is a guard standing there. As you see him completely out of breath, his face is completely white, and goes, "You need to come with us."
Just me?
Both of you want to. Your friends are in trouble. Seem to be in trouble.
Okay, you
As-
said the one thing you should not be saying right now.
As you say that, you hear the doors opening up next door, and you hear that there's a bunch of shuffling feet.
Oh, he would probably just take the blanket, like cover himself, and like try to stand up. I suppose.
Now I'm giving you my shirt.
Oh,
Ooh.
like an overgrown. Oh my god!
Dude, it is a
Nico
dress
is so
on
much
you. I am an
smaller. Nico
orb.
is so much smaller. It's like
Yeah.
the equivalent of wearing like your boyfriend's shirt.
Yeah, no.
It looks
We're like your dad's shirt.
it's like all the way down here. It goes past his knees. As he looks like a toddler who just found dad's shirt.
It is a medical gown on Nico.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that's
Except
what-
the clothes in the back. Thank God.
yeah.
Except for Nico. Nico's
Yeah.
ass is amazing. I'm just saying. Anyway, as you guys are, as you
and-
kind of
and
quickly. What's that?
for his safety, I am carrying Nico.
Okay.
Oh, you princess carrying him? Oh.
So
Because if you fall over, I'm afraid you are going to turn to dust.
now I'm just imagining a shirtless Silus holding on his hip, a Nico that is covered in bandages and in his shirt, as if they just had a very interesting dalliance within that infirmary. And
Okay, this one I can draw.
So yeah, I was gonna say if we want to get the first ever official Tales of Ethyl fan art.
That's the fan art. I need that. But as you guys are walking out and you kind of peek around the corner, you do see what looks to be a couple guards walking into a room, and right behind them seems to be another group of guards holding what seems to be a very feathered, familiar figure as you're beginning to walk into the room. So as you walk into the room that's next door, it opens up and there's these two medical beds, and you see that there's Iahme, who is laid on the bed, breathing perfectly normal, but completely unconscious. And as you look over, you see Kazim as well, who is just laid. He's perfectly comfortable. There's no marks, there's no injuries or anything, but he is completely unconscious but breathing normal. As you kind of look over Iahme, you kind of see behind her ear, there seems to be this big red, like, almost scab, looks to be a burn mark underneath her ear, which I don't think either one of you would have seen what was there.
Nico
has seen
saw at
before.
one point.
So
Yeah,
Nico,
Nico saw at one point.
you see where the whole half face of the cat was is now a huge burn scar.
Oh.
It was a trap.
Well, wait. What are you talking about? Do Nico see the orb?
They left it on the table. Would they bring it in with them? I would say yeah. They would just kind of put it in on like a little basket almost, and just kind of on a nightstand in between. There seems to be like they piled up all the dragon scales that she had in it, and on top of it is just the white orb. As you see it just kind of swirling, which Silus, that's not what it looked like when you gave it to her.
Yeah, no, that right. I'm putting.
Why
Okay.
is it here?
I'm putting Nico
Why
on a chair.
is the orb here, Silus?
Tamiel gave it to us as a. There's so much to explain. And you will see it. Like, I think the first time Nico sees like a tear go down Silas's cheek.
Oh, Nico is very. He looks at Silus. He's so just.
Yeah, and
He's so
at this point,
confused.
Karma, that years of training is gone. At this point, like it's fucked.
He's overwhelmed right now, so you can see that the emotion's beginning to peek through.
I shouldn't have let them go alone. Nico, I promise, when they are both safe, we will explain everything to you. But I am
Are they
so
inside
sorry.
the orb?
I don't know. Whatever you do, do not say Mistrix's true name. Because that's what they were doing.
I'm
And
gonna walk over to the orb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
I'm wincing at that because
You see Nico just kind of walk over as he just kind of picks up and he's beginning to look over it.
It went inside.
we didn't know. We weren't told. All we were told was that we would say her name, the orb would activate, and she would be close. We weren't sure what it was going to do. Iahme volunteered to research it. Kazim wanted to see her again.
I volunteered to go inside the orb with Mistrix inside.
I don't think Iahme knew. None of us knew what would happen. We were just told. My fault. It's my fault. I should destroy the thing when I had the chance.
No. Silus.
At this
Nico,
point, Silus is at Kazim's side.
Nico will walk over to Silus and he will put like a hand over his shoulder. He'll look at him. His shoulders slouched. He looks exhausted, but he looks Silus in the eyes and he sends him a smile. It will be fine.
Oh, we don't.
I just wish we had more time.
No. I shouldn't have let them go in there.
Nico, he will sigh and he'll take the orb, lift it closer to his face, like to his lips, and almost like whisper to it. He'll let go of Silus. Just in general. And he will look at him. Do you wish to see her? I'm not sure how much could be left of her, but
can't. She's dead. I can't.
She was never dead, Silus.
We stabbed her. We buried her.
Her body, maybe yes, but that is not what makes a person. A physical body. They rot away. They crumble to dust, Silus. It is the soul. That's the person. That's what matters. I always told you that she was still here.
No.
You just don't understand or view the things the same way I do, Silus. She was never gone. I've told you that many times before.
Body is dead. Her soul moved on. To bring it back is against
her
nature
soul did
itself.
not move anything. Her body is gone, yes.
Nico,
but her soul did not move. No, she's
she is
not.
dead, and that is where I want to leave it. I've spent weeks trying to accept losing her. All that pain that I went through to accept that, it cannot just be thrown away. If you want to go to her, fine, so long as you bring Kazim and Iahme back out. She's dead, and I cannot go through that again. I cannot go inside that thing again.
You, Silus. I won't make you go inside the orb. Ever. Just do know, she was never truly gone. There was always a part of her. Nico will take a step back and he'll sit down on the closest thing akin to a couch or just like a seat in general. And yeah, no, he'll go inside the orb,
Okay.
I suppose.
So, Silus, you see Nico sit down as he's holding the orb in front of him. You see him close his eyes, and you just see his mouth move as he whispers the name Dahlia. And all of a sudden, he just drops down unconscious. He's out. While this is happening, I'm going to say, Miss Iahme and Kazim, you guys are about to walk outside. How's that going? As you guys walk out into the sun and you see a small town of people just walking around. They seem to be busying themselves with different kinds of work. You see a bunch of them kind of look around. They're, moving hay, moving horses. You see out in the distance, Iahme, the very familiar Buttercup, plowing the fields, and Kazim, you see that they are... there's a couple farmers seem to be sowing some kind of seeds, but it seems like a lot of people are busy at work.
Okay. We're gonna have to blend in. We have no idea if these guys are hostile or not. If they know that we know.
I'm pretty much sure I have every idea they're not hostile, seeing as I have memories of living with these people.
This might... those could be fabricated memories. They probably are fabricated memories. This could be a prison system. We don't know. I'm saying we should be careful here.
If what I'm remembering is correct, Kazim, this was made to be a paradise. Why would they want to fight each other in paradise?
Why would they give you memories but not me?
Kazim, why do I know the name of that horse is Buttercup?
Let's keep moving. Huh? I don't have all the answers here, and I think it's best if we keep moving to try to find the way out of here.
I feel like you're hiding something from me, Kazim.
Not hiding. Trying to figure it out alongside you.
You're trying to figure out something with someone you dislike.
I don't dislike you.
As you guys are talking, having your conversation, I'd like you both to roll for perception for me.
I'm so frightened.
21.
Okay.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay, so Kazim, behind Iahme, you notice that the door you guys just came through swings open, and out walks this very tall, almost kind of muscular, kind of a fit build Aasimar with platinum blonde hair, a very strikingly angled kind of face. You see him walk out with this kind of confidence in him. He's got these black and beautiful royal blue garments on. He seems to be very important based on wherever the hell he came from, I guess. You see that he's got these small bits of like this bluish crystal just kind of dangled from each part of his clothing. You see that he's got these beautiful blue frills coming down from his shoulders. You notice that he's got some kind of like headband on. You see it's got some gold filigree through it. It looks like maybe some leaves. You do see a couple roses, and right on his lapel you see this beautiful black rose that looks very familiar to you as you see him just kind of walk out very regal, and you see everyone just kind of stop. And as you look around, you do see at least 2 or 3 of the people just kind of stop and begin to kneel.
He's like right behind us?
Yeah, he came out of the room you guys just came from.
Do I recognize him?
He doesn't look very familiar to you.
Seeing all the people turn around, like turn and kneel, I'm going to turn around and see what the fuck's going on.
And you see exactly that.
Okay. It's already too late for us to kneel, is what I'm thinking. So what Kazim's gonna do, I'm gonna turn around to face this gentleman. Well, howdy there! And put out my hand to go for a handshake.
Nico, how do you respond?
Are you gonna stab me, Kazim?
Who is this Kazim you be talking about? My name is,
Kazim,
Jimi Hendrix.
You.
I'm just a simple old farmer.
You lied to me many times, but this one is the most ridiculous you've ever tried to pull, Kazim.
And you know his name how? May I ask?
Because this seems to be my friend, Kazim. We've traveled a long time, Mistrix. Iahme.
Both of you roll for perception for me. Iahme and Kazim.
I was about to say both of who? Am I rolling for 2 people?
I mean, you can. Actually, that'd be good. You know what? Have a roll for both, one for each character.
Look, I got a red die and a blue die. Let's go.
21 again.
Who gets what color?
I'm gonna say that Mistrix gets blue.
Okay, and red is Iahme?
Yeah.
Okay, Iahme gets, and we were rolling for what? Perception?
Perception.
Iahme gets 22.
Okay.
And Mistrix gets 25.
Okay, so, Kazim, there's something about this person that's just screaming familiarity. And then you both begin to kind of look into the eyes and notice that they are this beautiful, vibrant purple. Like they're staring into the abyss itself of the astral sea. You're seeing, as you stare too long, you almost feel like you're going to be sucked in as you see like these tiny sparks behind it. It looks like you're staring into you're staring into the astral sea itself, looking into the eyes. But the way that they present themselves and talk, Mistrix is sure that she knows who the fuck this is, as she's infatuated and in love with this person. Kazim, you're feeling like this is Nico, but you can't place why you think it's Nico. And Iahme is, it feels like it could be Nico, but you're not 100% sure. But you feel like it probably could be, probably is.
So Iahme herself is going to be really hesitant.
Yeah.
But then she has this urge to just run and hug him. So she's just going to run and hug him.
Oh, shit. Well, he's gonna catch her. I suppose. He's gonna catch her.
And it's literally just all of a sudden, oh my god, I missed you. I thought you were never going to come visit me. Come on. What took you so long? It's not like I've not been here in the same house for God knows how long. Just rambling.
I miss you too, Mistrix. I really do. I really.
Kazim started writing on my walls. It was really rude. I don't know what to do with that. He told me not to wipe it off, but I feel really insulted because he just didn't ask.
Damn it. I lost her.
But then she's gonna stop and like push herself off of you and be like, And that is the weirdest sensation I have had in my life.
Ain't that right, Amy? I really wish you two idiots would have waited. I really wish you would have.
Does it sound like Nico?
Yes. Something's off,
Okay.
but yes, it does sound like Nico.
Buddy pal.
Yeah, buddy. Now call me fucking buddy, huh? Kazim, what were you thinking? Don't you remember? We're never supposed to touch the fucking orb. What did you do? You fucking touched the orb, didn't you?
We did not
It happened.
We did not touch the orb. We simply said a name in front of the orb.
Well, I think.
Why would you do that? Why would you fucking do that?
He tried to scream it in the middle of the room. What did you want from me? I'm trying to research it. The only way he's going to let me research this thing is if he succeeds in what he wants to do. I didn't expect anything to come of this, but here I am.
I mean, I failed.
Nika's
earlier.
gonna
I
face
just
palm and look
assumed-
straight at Kazim.
I just assumed nothing was gonna happen, or like a ghost was gonna come out or something.
Oh, so that's totally why you wizardized the room. Very, very smooth.
I had a lot of fails today. Okay, I just assumed that one would also be a fail. It's just kind of a rolling ball right now.
Oh, so it's a rolling ball right now. And like, what did you think you're gonna do? Like last time, I don't know if you remember, but like last time, it was kind of fucking hard getting out of this fucking bitch. So like, I'm like,
Wait.
what were you thinking?
Neither-
What is your plan?
None of the three of us know how hard it was. None of us were there. I'm sure there's more of us now. We could put our heads together and figure out an actual plan. 'Cause
Oh
I'm-
my god.
Nothing against Silus. We didn't necessarily send our best and brightest in there to get her out.
In which regard are you talking? The regard in which I said her name, or was there some other instance which you had an altercation with this orb?
You know he's like waiting for you at the other side, right? Silas, like currently.
First of all, it's a long story. Silus and Mistrix
Mm-hmm.
were in here before, and only Silus came out last time.
Iahme,
Oh yeah, that's because I stabbed him.
Iahme, wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw.
Oh fucking
With
shit.
the
Okay.
D4,
The D4 is not gonna help me on that one, buddy.
oh, it's only concentration up to a minute. Okay,
Not gonna help me on that one anyway. It was a 3.
Take 4 points of psychic damage, please.
Mm.
As you all of a sudden get this huge
Mm.
headache as soon as you start thinking about the other time when Silus was in here with you.
You said how much?
4 points.
Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're fine. We're good. We're fine.
you and
She's
I are
just
both
gonna grab her
really
head and just. Mm,
Because
There's
we can't stay
too
here.
much in my brain right now.
I can imagine.
Okay. So I'm thinking everyone in here is like dead.
Why did you come in here to begin with?
We didn't want to come in here, okay?
But you did. And why was that?
We were led to believe that Mistrix would come out, not pull us in.
You were what? Why would
The fucking letter that Silus gave us.
what letter?
I don't fucking remember. It was a letter that said, "Hey, if we say her
Are you
name,
talking
Mistrix will
about
be near."
Silas's letter?
Yes, Silas's letter, the one and only letter that Silus gave us.
It literally said if we said her name, we would be able to. Well, she would be here in kind of a gist of a way. So Iahme's going to be better at remembering.
Are you
Actually, right
referring to Mistrix's name?
I believe they called her Dahlia? Question
Take-
mark.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Iahme completely forgets why she's in here. Iahme,
I'm
you
gonna put my hands on her fucking mouth.
before you finish the name, her in front of you, Nico and Kazim, Iahme's face goes completely blank all of a sudden. As Iahme, you completely fucking forget why you're in here.
I can't stand and fucking watch this any more than this is fucking worth. I don't give a fuck why you came in here. It was a fucking mistake, and I am taking both of you out of here.
Yes, it was a mistake. Please, if you know how to get us out of here, get us
Can-
out of here.
I'm just
Can I
gonna grab
just-
Kazim
can
by
I
the
just
shoulder
say-
and
The part
Yeah.
that is Mistrix is completely insulted and will probably make Iahme walk into the room, like into the house, and start crying.
Because so
Honestly.
Mistrix has full memory, but for some reason the part of Iahme is just whoop for a second.
But they just said that coming in there was not worth it, so she
Okay.
she storms off. Yeah,
I can
she's,
take that.
yeah.
She's heartbroken.
I'm gonna grab with one hand. Gonna grab Iahme.
Okay.
With my other hand, I'm gonna grab Kazim. I fucking hate both of you. I hope you fucking know that.
Dude.
And yeah, no, I will.
Iahme's
speak
going to
the
look
word.
at you, and in the second, Iahme is going to look at you with the green and the silver eyes and be like, "Then don't come back." And then you say the word. So yeah.
So do you
I wish it was that simple.
do you say
Yeah,
it?
I do.
So all of
Yeah.
a sudden, as soon as the word escapes from Nico's mouth, all three of you kind of immediately wake up. Iahme, you remember everything now, but now you still have these kind of weird dual memories in your head. You're still kind of getting a fluster of things going on. But Kazim and Nico, you both quickly wake up. Silus, you see all three of them just kind of quickly shoot up all of a sudden. And the orb that was in Nico's hand has begun to dim. It's still swirling a little bit, but it's begun to go dim.
So you can get us in and out of there.
It would appear so. He says in a tired voice.
Okay.
Well, now we know what Lindell and Zorn were looking for.
What are you talking? Wait a minute.
Hold on. We'll go over that in a second. First, Iahme, princess, look at me.
She's gonna look at him. She has no reason to not look at him.
Eyes. What color are her eyes?
One silver, one is green. Silus, roll for perception.
22.
You notice.
I am super glad that I sent the dragon away because this is gonna be complicated.
Whiskers?
Welcome back, Mistrix.
No.
Iahme, roll with wisdom save.
Okay. No. That's a no. I got a 2.
A 2?
Plus, yeah, 2 plus 3.
Mistrix would respond. So when I'm saying doing a wisdom save, in these instances, it's deciding who's responding.
Okay. She's just gonna get up and leave. That's her response. Doesn't know where she is, doesn't know where she's going.
Nope.
She's just leaving.
What have you done? What have you done?
We got Freaky Friday, people. What? How are we gonna backlash against karma here?
What?
I bet y'all didn't expect that shit to happen, huh?
You sent Silus into a
Catatonic?
stroke. He's in a stroke right now. Please contact later.
Yeah, that's what happens when y'all get impatient, just want to do stuff.
I was not being impatient. I was just following what my character would do. I'm sorry.
First things first, I look up at Silus. Where'd your shirt go?
As you look over and you notice that Nico is sitting on the floor with it covering it down past his knees. It looks like he's wearing it as a blanket.
Why is she back? the one thing I asked.
And guess what? It's not like I had the choice, Silus. It already happened. The second Iahme went inside that orb, it was already done.
You didn't. You gave me the impression that she was gonna stay, and you could tell
I
that
didn't know what was going to happen.
Is
What
the
did you expect of me, Silus?
Anything.
What was that, Josh?
Is the letter in the room with us?
Yes.
I would like to grab and double check the last paragraph
Okay.
of the letter.
Okay. The PS part you're talking about?
The relevant part specifically.
The part about the orb.
Read her name and she'll be close.
The orb can be activated when her name, with her name, and she will be there. Keep her safe. That's it.
And she will be there. Not we will be there. She will be there. God damn it. That's willingly misleading. I blame Tamiel.
You're welcome.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You're welcome, Kazim.
What do I do? What do I do? What?
Oh, look,
And-
there's
and-
that letter.
And at that point, Silas just walks out the room and just goes to the fountain.
Okay.
You can't all
You're like-
split up.
I feel like we had a little bit too much excitement for one day. Excuse me, Kazim, but I am exhausted.
It's not even lunchtime. We just got done with our eggs.
Your shitty, watery eggs.
Yeah.
Somehow they're gravelly too.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Miss Iahme, where are you guys going?
Well, seeing as Mistrix is in control of the body.
Yeah, where's Mistrix go? I would say after she walks out into the main hallway, instantly recognizes that she's in River's Run.
Probably muttering to herself the entire fucking time she would go to the tavern, back to her room.
Okay. Silas, I would say that as you were beginning to walk out, you do see Iahme Strix walking towards the front as she begins walking out the front door. Do you follow?
I'm keeping 30 feet behind, going to the fountain outside.
Okay.
You could probably hear her mumbling, though.
Probably, and that's worse.
She's literally saying, if they didn't want to come visit me, they didn't have to come visit me. It's not like I asked them to come visit me, let alone insult me outside of my own house when all I wanted to do was say hi. Fuck them. I don't want to be here as much as they don't want me here. And she's just...
Mistrix once again taking
Actually,
things out of context.
you know what? Also, I'm gonna say Mistrix needs to roll for perception.
Oh, shit.
That's just made everything worse. This is okay.
Did we
Oh.
insult Mistrix?
Am I using Mistrix?
You're
That's
using
the thing,
Mistrix's.
You took
Because-
everything out of context, Kazim.
Well, so
I'm
what
drunk.
it is, Nico said, like, you shouldn't have. It was a mistake to come here, which Mistrix
Oh.
took as like coming to, because she assumed, because from her point of view,
It looked
Well,
like
I'm gonna make assumptions here. I'm
Yeah.
probably wrong.
I'll tell you
but,
if
like,
you're wrong. Let's go.
But it's like Tammy has in some form communicated to Mistrix that, hey, I'm gonna give them the orb so they have access to you, so if they want to come see you, they can. So Mistrix is like, they're gonna get the orb, they're gonna be told that's what it's for. Obviously we weren't told what it's for, but she assumes that it is because she has a positive outlook on Tamiel. And so when we've gone in there and then said it was a mistake, she has taken that as, well, why the fuck did you shut? You knew what you were getting into. Why would you put yourself through this, and why would you put me through this?
What is-
And then all of a sudden she says, don't come back, and then you all drag her with you?
Yeah.
What did Mistrix get?
Mistrix got an unnatural 20.
You were much taller than you remember. Everything looks real fucking weird because you were good. Like
Even better, I got you on this one, Karma. And why the fuck am I in a dress? Who
Yeah.
in cat's names of hell wears a fucking dress when they have a tail?
Everything from Mistrix in this view looks so fucking weird.
Who has a dress when they have a tail? Where's my tail?
What the fuck?
She just stops in the middle of the road. Wait a second. I'm not covered in fur.
Oh.
It's just, I think right about now is when Kazim realizes that we just essentially resurrected our dead friend in the middle of town. We should probably make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, y'all just let her loose in the city too, so
You
we're gonna
guys
see what
are
happens.
wondering why Silus is freaking out. He has an issue with the undead. We've just resurrected a bitch.
I mean, technically,
offense,
she's not
Oh
undead.
my god!
No,
It's
but
not the dead
Silas's
body.
interpretation. No, but Silas's interpretation of undead is something died and then they're back. That because again, very primal interpretation of things. When something dies
Yeah.
and then is dead no longer, that is by his definition that is undead because they were dead. They have been undone.
I just realized something.
What's that?
We got rid of one voice in Iahme's head to give her another one.
So,
Not even a full
so-
fucking day.
okay, so I'm gonna clarify this before we go off into our midway break because I feel like I need to explain something. Do you remember that conversation that you and I had? I told you it wasn't up to you. Okay.
Literally, I had a whole plan for like Iahme to be so excited about how she had one
fuck.
fucking day finally in her own brain.
Oh, shit. Okay, I think we're gonna go to our break here, but I do want to say this was I'm not gonna say who, but I did speak to somebody about this, specifically saying that if you guys go in there without researching it, it's gonna cause all kinds of problems.
I wanted to research it. I wanted to.
This was a great jumping off point, starting with
You-
the that we were
So
led to
much
believe
chaos
in
is
faith.
about to happen. You guys have no idea. Shit, this is gonna be a chain reaction of shit happening. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm gonna go smoke after that, and yeah, I'll be back.
Everyone.
All right. So, as we are getting back into it, Silus has just walked over to the fountain, and he's probably about to sit down, just kind of sit there and think, as Iahme is murmuring her, or Mistrix, I should say, is murmuring to herself, trying to figure out why she's so tall, where the fuck is her tail, and where her fur is, and how did she ended up back here. Well, I'm gonna say, Kazim, what are you doing? Were you following Nico as he was walking out?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's all just now kind of hitting, like, oh shit, she's back and she's on the prowl. We should probably...
You just released your friend
Go poorly.
out into the world
Release the
to
Kraken.
confuse literally everyone, talking like Mistrix with all of Mistrix's memories, but no one's gonna realize it's her. All right,
So,
Nico, where are you going?
Here's the thing. Nico just he's tired, guys. He's so fucking tired. Like, you know,
He also
Yes?
just got told about Lindell and Zorn.
yeah, there's so much shit happening right now in his head. He's overwhelmed.
I
And he
fucking
doesn't
feel
know
you.
what to do. No. And you know, and he's just like, okay, well, Silo just fucked off. And, you know, and Iahme and Mystery just fucked off. Because he was behind me. There's so much that happens. Lindell and Zord? What?
So I'm
Just
guessing
like-
Nico's just gonna go lay down in his infirmary bed
Yeah.
again. Okay, so
Yeah, I feel that.
while you go lay down, Kazim, or where are you heading to? Where are you? What are you doing?
my thought is that Mistrix would probably first head to the water wheel.
That's a solid.
That's where I'm...
But
Okay.
I'm gonna point out that I still have the orb, but I'm cuddling it to sleep, just so you know.
I don't think Kazim would really give a fuck at this point about the orb.
Oh, yeah, no. I just
Yeah,
want to make
I will
point
say that
I still
you just kind
it.
of have it in your
Yeah.
chest as you're just kind of staring at it, piecing it together, kind of looking at it. But as Kazim kind of walks out, I would say Kazim's probably like in a daze almost, trying to piece together everything that just fucking happened, trying to make sense of any of it. And as you walk outside, you see Silus sitting at the fountain, kind of doing the same thing. Silus, do you think at this point you would even notice?
I've splashed my face with water.
Okay.
Like again, his guard is down. Anyone who goes past him can see, like, he is having a complete and utter shutdown. Anyone from the flow, this is how he looked the day he came to the flow.
Okay.
After everything happened.
So Kazim, you would notice that Silas is kind of washing his face, and you notice that even the guards and some of the scribes seem to be giving Silas kind of a wide berth for some reason.
He's my friend.
Mhm.
I should talk to him, but I don't know which is more important.
Could always roll for it.
Oh god.
Rallies are fun.
I could roll for it. CJ, odds or evens?
Odd.
That's lucky number 13 again. I'll stop and I'll go up to Silus.
God, what do I do? What did I should have? I should have gone. I should have broken it. I should have done something. I just no. I can't. I can't do this again. I can't do this again.
Just bear hug.
He hugs you back at this point. It's she died, Kazim. She died, and I was just getting to the point where I could accept it, and now I have to go through it all over again. I can't.
We only get a few short years on this planet. I feel like at least some of us have earned to cheat that time a little bit. She lost out on a lot of hers.
I don't blame her for what has happened today, but the dead living again. It full of nightmares.
Trust me, buddy, it's a lot of red flags for me too. But this is our friend, as far as we know. I could really use a hand making sure that she's okay.
Odds or evens?
I must say odd. I'm feeling odd.
Get me a jacket.
I mean, he's totally still shirtless outside.
You better guard. I'll point out one exceptionally large man.
The start of the makeover.
I'm just gonna pull a guard aside. You,
Yes.
Give me your shirt.
Roll for persuasion.
Josh, I don't know if it's gonna fit, buddy. I'm like nearly 7 foot.
Specifically, the tallest guard I can find.
You see that he pulled this huge motherfucking dude just kind of over. You're pretty sure his shirt would fit, but you have to roll for persuasion there, Josh.
I'll just cast Fast Friends.
Oh.
Wisdom save.
What should be a wizard?
Wanna be matchmaker?
You
Don't
just
tell me
see
it's not 20.
no. You just see him kind of go, oh, okay, as he just kind of takes his shirt off and hands it to Kazim.
Wait. Thank you, buddy. Toss it over to
Hey,
Silus.
not a problem.
My
Hey,
friend.
if you want to get some drinks sometime, man.
He's my friend for the next hour. At the end of the hour, he'll know he was charmed by me. I can set the creature new tasks that it has to do, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, buddy, I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Take this gold piece, and I'll hand him a gold piece.
Okay.
Go buy yourself a new shirt.
Oh, man, you're too generous. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Remember how generous I am right now.
Of course. Absolutely. You know what? I tell you
While
what.
you're at it, spread the word of Lyra.
Well, I mean, while you're at it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it happens to come up in conversation, you don't have to bring it up, but like, there's this new god in town, and so on and so
okay.
forth.
Oh, what's that god's name?
Lyra. Actually.
Lyra. Okay. And what is she the god of?
Mist. Mist
Oh,
is
okay.
cool,
Oh,
right?
okay. Interesting.
Lies, deceit.
That sounds super cool, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you ever told like a
buddy.
white lie to save face?
Oh, who hasn't? Absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
That's it. That's what she's in charge of, basically. It's like white lies
okay.
and stuff. Like
Okay. Yeah. I'll make sure
Think of her as the goddess of saving face.
I'll
Now we gotta go. You have a good time.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll see you around. Let me know. Hey, come back to me. Sometime we'll go grab some drinks or something.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your name?
Actually,
Hey, you have a name for that.
I actually have a few that I'm gonna see. Let's see what it is.
Roll a die for it.
Nexus.
Nexus.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, Nexus. Nexus Lexus.
All right, buddy. You take care.
Yeah,
I'll
you too,
see
man.
you soon.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll see you around.
Does he happen to live in Texas?
As he just strolls on down towards the fucking market, as you see him very happily just kind of, nothing's wrong, nothing can bother him. The partner that was with him is just kind of looking at you like, what?
Silus, remind me to have that guy transferred to the capital.
How loud do you say that? You whisper it to him?
Whisper.
Yeah, you just see the other guard just kind of following behind Lexus, being like, okay.
Let's go.
Just do me one favor.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to step away or I start freaking out, can you just make sure she knows it's not her fault specifically? It's the nature of...
I'll do what I can, buddy.
we still need to go for drinks at some point. We kind of missed that.
Did you cast this on Silus too?
No,
That's what it sound like.
well, no, because we had said, oh, we're gonna go get drinks, and then the shit with Tammy happened.
Don't mind me, I'm just eating my feelings. It's fine.
I could have cast on Silus, but I don't think I would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a 4th level slot. Never mind. Anyway, I'm dragging him, like, holding his hands, like, dragging him like a kid at Disneyland who's too excited to get on the rides.
Okay. So as you guys begin making your way down to the water wheel, you do see that Nexus is walking down to the market, and he, he's looking at one of the stalls, and he's just kind of picking one out, and he's pulling it up to him. He looks over and sees you guys, just gives you a big old wave as he's trying some stuff. You see him hand puts onto this new, very fancy shirt that he's got himself, and you see him kind of posing for the other guard as you guys continue walking down to the bank district. So, Miss Demi, what's as you were walking down the street, did you just go straight to the water wheel?
110% full on. She's like ugly sobbing as she walks, just like, I lost my fur and my friend, and I just want to drink and I just want to lay down. I don't want to be here. Just, yeah, full on.
Okay, so as you begin walking in, you just hear a bit of clamoring that's going on. It's about maybe lunchtime at this point as you walk in, and you see that very familiar blonde human female behind the counter.
See Mom?
Yeah,
see Mom?
You see her as she's sitting there. You see her, hear her joking. She goes, "Oh my goodness, are you okay, Iahme?"
Am I still Mistrix? Who am I?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, as I say, you said the name, so I have to like.
Who am
God, no. Okay, plurals don't. Oh, it's fine. That is a natural 1.
Nope, you're Mistrix.
I'm in too much of an emotional turmoil. she's gonna be like, I don't know who Iahme is, but Mom, I need my bed and I want my milk and my charcoal. And why is my loot above the fireplace?
You see this look of just like, what the fuck did you just say? Go. Excuse me for a second. She kind of pulls you aside and goes, Iahme, what's going on? What are you talking about?
Tasha, why don't you remember me? Is it because I lost my fur? I don't know where it went, and my tail's gone too, and Dad doesn't want to talk to me, and Bird's being mean.
You see her kind of like tears beginning to well up, and she goes, Iahme, this isn't very funny.
I don't know anybody named Iahme. Tasha, please.
Roll for persuasion.
She's just gonna drop in the floor. As Mistrix persuasion skills, right?
Yes.
Alright. How's an 18 hit you, bestie?
You see her kind of like sitting there, and you see her beginning to well up, and you just hear her voice breaking. She goes, Trix?
Yeah?
And you see her eyes kind of well up as she just gives you the biggest goddamn hug, almost choking you, as she goes, oh my god, what is, how, what is happening? They came this morning saying that yeah, what's happening?
They just came to visit me. When they came to visit me in my orb, they got mad that they were there, and they said that it was a mistake, and then they grabbed me, and then I'm here, and I don't want to be here. I just want to be happy.
In your orb? And why do you look like Iahme? Why do you look like this? And what do you mean they came to visit you? They just told me you died. How could they? What the hell is happening? Where's Silus and the rest? You see her kind of sitting there. You see like this weird mixture of like happy tears streaming down, but also very, very like huge confusion on her face as she's trying to piece together what the hell is happening. She goes, I'm sorry. I don't understand.
I don't either.
What orb were you in? What are you talking about?
Well, I got mad because there was a voice in my head, and I went and I touched an orb, and it was an orb that dead people go into, and it was a happy place, and I was happy. And then Silus tried to rescue me, and I didn't want him to get stuck, so I stabbed him. And then they all went away, And then Tammy came and Tammy talked to me and he said it was gonna be okay, and then it was okay. And then he said that he was gonna give them the orb so they could come visit me. And they came to visit me, and when they came to visit me, they said it was a mistake.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sure they didn't mean it like that. Here, come on. As you see her, she's got that genuine caring, and you see that she's very excited what's going on, but you also see that she's still kind of hesitant as to what is actually happening here. As she kind of sits you down, and she's like, let me go make you something. I'll be right back. As she just kind of goes behind the bar, and you see her mixing something, and she kind of brings you over that kind of milk in a bowl, as she just kind of puts it in front of you, and she goes, that's you'd like it still like that, right?
Charcoal? She's literally just gonna look at her like charcoal?
And she just kind of grabs a bit of charcoal and she kind of sprinkles it in there.
Yes. Like, even though it's Iahme, like all fancy and shit, she's gonna grab it and be like, yeah.
You see this kind of like, I'm gonna go get some food. As you see her kind of turn and walk away, and she begins making the food as you guys are walking down. After a few minutes of, walking down the bank district, you guys do make it to the water wheel. As you kind of open up and you see Iahme's body sitting in the corner where Mistrix has always sat with a bowl in her hand, fucking lapping up whatever the hell's in there. You're seeing Tasha just kind of sitting on the other side of the bar trying to prep something, but you see her fucking sobbing. She's trying her best as she hears the door open, and she quickly wipes it away and she goes, "Oh my god, thank god! I have so many questions!"
I'm so sorry, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha. This is our first time speaking since
Yeah,
that happened.
hi, Silus, hi, Kazim. Why don't we just go talk over here? She kind of pulls you into the opposite corner as she puts a plate of food down in front of Iamtrix, as I'm Mistrix, as you guys are sitting there, and she goes, I'm so sorry. As she's wiping her, what in the hell is wrong with Iahme? That she sounds just like Mistrix. She's acting just like Mistrix, and why does she know things about Mistrix?
If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
Kazim, you are not about to tell me that is fucking Mistrix.
It's a real possibility right now.
Has it been her the whole time? Because
No,
I thought that was
no,
Iahme, or whoever the fuck
this
that
is
was you
like-
guys brought this morning, or the other day.
This is like a last 30-minute development.
Okay, well, she comes barging in here, screaming about how her loot is above the fucking counter, and she looks at Silus and goes, "And you fucking told me she was dead, but there she fucking is right there." She's asking about her room. She's calling me mom like Mistrix fucking used to. There's no way in hell Iahme would fucking know that, so I need some explanation before... Is that a fucking doppelganger?
This isn't Iahme's first time knowing things about Mistrix.
Okay, but it's my first
I
time
can't
seeing
say-
it, Kazim, so you gotta work with me here.
100% Mistrix. I can just
Okay.
assume.
Is there a fucking doppelganger inside my bar right now, or am I getting excited over nothing?
That's a really good point. I'm gonna cast Crusade the Armband.
Okay, so you put on the armband again, yeah.
Double tap. What do I see?
As you kind of look up, you see everyone kind of normally there, and then you do see where Iahme is fucking Mistrix.
Yeah. Did we leave one behind?
No, because standing kind of off to the side, almost kind of watching, but just kind of a blank face, is Iahme.
Okay.
So you're not sure, you're not sure if Iahme can really notice anything. She looks just kind of catatonic, almost.
I'm going. Tasha, I'm gonna clue you in. But first things first. I gotta put her back in the driver's seat.
What the fuck does that mean, Silus?
I am just as lost as you are. I didn't
Okay.
go
Well,
with them when this happened.
Kazim, you do what you need to do. I need a fucking drink. Silus, do you want one?
Fuck it.
She just kind of walks over to her bar and kind of leans over halfway. She just grabs a bottle and pulls it out and puts three cups on the counter and just pours you, but all three of you, just a little small cup of whiskey. As she just downs a double shot, puts it down, and starts filling it up, and goes, "If that's Mistrix, fantastic, but that was not something I'm prepared to do with. I've been mourning her, and if Iahme is fucking with me, Silus, I'm going to kill her." And you see the look on her face. That's the first time you've seen her say something that threatening and fucking mean it.
Believe me, Tasha, I was not prepared. Either you know how I feel about these things, but Iahme is many mysterious, confusing things, but she is not a trickster.
Well, somebody's fucking with me because I yeah.
Tasha, it's Mistrix.
You,
At least right now.
as soon as you say that, fucking tears going down her fucking face as she just stands up, runs over, and just hugs Mistrix. Oh my god, it is you! I missed you!
It's not all her.
I don't give a shit. This is her. As she's hugging and she's kissing Mistrix's or Iahme's head, and goes, "I don't care what fucking form you come in, but oh my god, I missed you so much." Right. I'm sorry. I had to get that out. Give me a second. I'll be right back. As she just kind of goes back to sit down next to you, and she goes, "I couldn't control that. I'm sorry." As you see her kind of grabbing her face, she pours another, and she takes another double shot.
Okay. I need to take care of something. Just so we get our parameters set. Hang tight. I'll try to keep you updated on who is who for the next hour. That's the best I can offer.
You see just more tears kind of going down as she's streaming more, as she's just, you can kind of tell it's both sad, confused, and very happy.
I'm gonna walk over and sit down next to Mistrix.
Okay.
She's just gonna set the bowl down and then look at you.
There's also a plate of like dried fish with like hummus in front of you that Tasha would know is your favorite.
So I'm sure you got a lot of questions.
No, not for you.
Okay.
You didn't want to visit me in the first place, so why are you talking to me?
Visit you.
Nico said it was a mistake, so why did you visit me?
Yeah, we didn't mean to go into the orb. That's the mistake, is we were trying to pull you out, not go in.
Well, the least you could have done is visited me to say hi and then tried to pull me out of the order.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. But
Not
we
just,
didn't.
show up right on my walls and then say it was a mistake and then drag me out with you.
Okay,
And what did you do with my fur? That's just rude.
you are currently buried about 6 miles away from here, somewhere around that distance.
I can't be buried anywhere if I'm sitting at the table, Kazim.
No. Your body with the fur is buried. This body,
Mistrix, go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
With Mistrix's +2, that is a 10.
So you're gonna stay as Mistrix, but please take 2 points of psychic damage as you're now beginning to remember kind of standing in that ruin. You remember seeing your own dead body standing there. You remember seeing all of them crying. You even remember seeing Tammy crying as you're now trying to just realizing that that's he did so. You now have the remembrance of he did something to your body. Knowing you wouldn't be able to go back to it. And he kind of explained that a little bit when he came back to check on you after a while.
Do you want me to do the damage to Iahme's body?
Yeah, Iahme's body.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, you're kind of starting to pick up what he's saying, but you're also... It doesn't make any fucking sense. So yeah, you're still going to be against it. And Kazim, you can notice that she's obviously getting some kind of like pain as she's like grabbing her head from a fucking headache after having this conversation.
How far is Iahme from me?
If you're sitting,
the spectral version.
are you
that I can
sitting
see
next
with-
to this Mistrix Iahme?
Yeah.
So as you're sitting next to her, she's probably about like 4 or 5 feet on the other side of her. Just kind of. It looks like she's sitting in the same position. She's kind of doing the same movements, but the face is just blank.
No expressions.
Nothing.
Okay. Mistrix,
Yeah?
this is gonna suck.
It already sucks. I don't have my tail. I don't have my fur. You all are angry at me for some reason. Silus won't even look at me. I don't know. Kazim?
Let me try something here. I gotta make sure the person whose body you're in is okay, and then we can have a conversation. All right? I don't even know how to go about this. Shit.
Wait, is it the name that that Mom was calling me? Tasha was calling me?
Iahme, yes.
Roll a wisdom save, Mistrix.
That is a nat 1.
Yeah, all of a sudden, in front of your eyes, Kazim, you just see this weird kind of phase of Mistrix as it just kind of, she almost like kind of disappears and goes a bit foggy. Like imagine a camera going out of focus, and as it begins refocusing, it's Iahme sitting there, and Iahme, you're in full control. You are fully aware of the conversation that you're having, and now where Iahme was sitting is now Mistrix, who's now mimicking the movements of Iahme's body. Blank face.
Why does my mouth taste like charcoal and milk? And she's gonna like, huh.
As you look down and notice the bowl that's now empty with little bits of charcoal at the bottom, and there's a plate of dried fish and hummus.
That's your roommate.
What do you mean, my roommate, Kazim?
I don't have an easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Remember that time I held a weapon against your head and then swapped it out for a different weapon against your head because you were so
The first day we ever met? Yeah?
Exactly, yeah. The person who wrote that song and we were mourning is now living in
Your cat friend.
Yes, she is inhabiting your body alongside you.
I get rid of a dragon and I get a cat. All right. Do
Personally,
I even get a day of peace to myself?
Real quick, roll for a wisdom save there, Iahme.
That is a 13 plus something. Hold on. 16.
Okay, so no damage this time, but you're now beginning to get like kind of more vivid memories of like you're having these odd shifts of perspective where you're remembering, okay, I did walk down here. Why did I want to come down here? I needed to talk to Tasha. Why was I crying? But you're remembering all those things that happened when Mistrix took over all of a sudden, as if they're
Okay.
your own memories.
I stopped and cried in the middle of the plaza. That's gonna be fun to explain. Alright, Kazim, how do I get her out of me? And don't go throwing names around because that hurts.
To get her out of you is a little out of my field of expertise.
Then I'm glad I've written a letter to my ambassador.
Okay. So for the time being, you're conscious, right?
As in,
Like when she's in the driver's seat, like you.
it comes back to me after I regain focus, if that's what you're asking. It's
Okay.
nothing like when I was with Draxto.
Okay.
I couldn't remember anything. This comes back to me after I come.
And another thing, I mean, is a good way to describe it is it feels like you are doing these things, but it's also not. It's very it feels like you're the same person but having a weird personality switch rather than it being an
So
entirely different
basically, I
person.
have a personality disorder.
Kind of.
Okay, fun. Okay. I can do that. Oh, Kazim. I know we are not friends, but this is taking a lot more out of me than you think it is.
For the record, I'm sorry.
Neither of us knew what was going to happen. That's perfectly fine. I'm not blaming you on this one. I
Yeah.
just wish I would have listened to my initial instinct, which was to research it first.
This is my fuck up. I should have just. I could have said no. I could have just put the kibosh on it, but I didn't.
Well, aren't we glad you didn't say the actual name when we were all three standing in the room?
Yeesh. Yeah, that would have been way worse.
How is Silus taking this?
Not well. Not well. The kind of undead aspect of this is weighing on him.
I mean, he did kind of panic whenever the creatures started crawling out of the ground in the bag. So I can kind of understand that. When we were fighting the bag man, it changed dimensions, kind of, and there were ghouls climbing out of the ground, and he kind of freaked out. But we're not going to go into that. We're just going to keep trucking because I don't know if I have a lot of time before someone says her name and we're tossed back into the cycle again.
Okay. You have my word. I'm gonna get you through this. We're gonna make sure that you are yourself by the end of this.
I fear Silus wouldn't be able to take it a lot if she's around very often. No offense to your friend, I'm sure she's a gem. But I'm not sure if my body can handle her or he can handle her mentally.
Oh, this you guys are having this conversation. Silas, you talking to Tasha at all? As she's just kind of sitting there, sobbing, slowly getting drunker and drunker.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Silus is on his second drink.
Yeah, as soon as you pound your first one, you hear Tasha just go, you're keeping up, man. Fuck.
This is the first time he's ever had more than one in a day, so he's taking it slow.
Yeah, you see her just pound another one, and she looks at you, and she just kind of puts it down in the glass, and she goes, I'm sorry. Are you okay, Silas? I know that this kind of stuff really fucks with your head. Are you okay?
really not.
Me either.
I don't want her thinking this is her fault, because I know she'll blame herself. And I know her instinct is to run. I have never been this scared.
Well, on the bright side, as she just kind of flushes that whiskey bottle, she takes a quick swig as she goes, at least we get some more time with her. That's something. No matter what, no matter how this thing turns out, no matter how fucked up it is, there's more time. So we should be fucking thankful. As she just kind of downs another one, and you just see her just, oh my god.
For her sake and the others, I will try to adapt. I think it was also sudden. Iahme and Kazim were passed out. Nico had just woken up, and then he did something, and then she was back, and I had no warning, no time to prepare. Just I appreciate your understanding, Tasha.
I mean, this is pretty fucked up, isn't it? This is very fucked up. There's no other way to explain this. This is fucked up. Iahme, you can fucking hear Tasha saying this. Like, what the fuck?
Iahme literally just looks over and goes, "Cheers to that one, love," and just takes, like, grabs a random drink off a table and takes it.
You see her just kind of snap her finger and point back there, and you see that her help, because you just pouring something and brings 2 drinks over to you and Kazim. Okay. Well, Silus, I think we should just try our best and enjoy the time with Mistrix, because, I mean, we never thought we would get some more, so there's that, you know? It's not quite how we would like, nor expect, nor have chosen, but, you know, you've got to deal with the hand that you're dealt with. Oh, fuck.
Never doubt my attempts in trying. I've told Kazim my fears, and he's going to help me through it as best he can, at least.
Next thing we know, Nico is gonna come in here as a different fucking person. Jesus.
Oh!
Little does she know.
Do you show any kind of emotion for her to read off of?
Permission to do a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
She doesn't notice
Oh,
shit as she's
God.
just sitting there pounding a drink. You're able to hide it.
Oh, I'm not having fun. I am, but I'm not.
Speaking of Nico, while you guys are doing this, Nico, you were sitting there sleeping when all of a sudden you feel this super wet fucking finger on your face.
Oh, my heart.
As your eyes begin to flutter, and you just see that tiny little girl with the black hair, huge shit-eating grin on her fucking face, and as soon as your eyes pops open, you just hear her scream, "Nico!" as she just latches onto you, and then without being able to say or do anything, you're feeling another weight on top of you as you look up in Cresselia, and you're not hearing anything except these soft cries as you just hear her go, "Thank God you're back. Oh my God, you're okay. Thank God." As you look up, trying to see through the weird flesh of mother and daughter, and you see that the Nicholas is sitting in the back, just kind of patiently waiting his turn. You see tears coming down his face, and as soon as he makes eye contact with you, he just kind of wipes them away and just kind of grins and gives you a quick nod.
I missed you, little one.
Oh my God, Nico, I missed you so much. Your friend Tammy told me that you guys were going on an adventure, and he came by and said that you were going to be safe, and he promised, and he kept his promise, Nico. He kept his promise.
He always did. He always kept his promise.
What? So what happened? Where'd you go? What happened? And where are all your injured? Where are all the cuts? You look fine. What happened? It was magic. Tammy did it, didn't he?
Yeah, it was magic.
He's
And
so cool.
he will give her like this smile. It's fake as fuck. But he gives her a smile.
Roll for deception.
Good luck reading that.
What'd you get?
Deception, right?
Yeah, deception.
24.
Yeah, you feel like you've been able to pull it off pretty good. And you hear Cresselia just kind of get up and goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nico. She kind of gets Cresselia, Freya up and goes, Can we bring you anything? Do you need anything at all?
You know, probably just some of my old clothes, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
He just looks down and...
you see him kind of see Cresselia kind of lay down and go, Nico, Freya, do you want to go help me get some of Nico's clothes from the house that he still has there? Yeah, let's go. Nico, stay right here. We'll be right back. And she just kind of starts running up, and she's pulling on Cresselia's hand, and she goes, we'll be right back. As soon as they close the door, you see Nicholas just kind of walk up and pull up a chair as he sits down next to you and goes, It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you're all right.
It's good to see you too. All of you.
Gave us quite the scare there with your little magic trick out front.
Believe me, I was scared too.
Well, it looks like you came out through okay.
Yeah, I came through okay.
Well, we'll bring down some food tonight, and how about we have dinner? Yeah? Roll for insight.
My insight is so shitty. I am on a roll, motherfuckers. They have -1 to No, I have +1. 17 total.
He's clearly holding back tears.
Oh, I will... I think Nico would stand up and just... He would just hug him. Like, he would start crying too, like a child, just trembling.
The second you give Nicholas a hug, he just lets it all go. He just starts hardcore sobbing, and you just hear it through the breaking of his voice. He goes, we thought we'd never see you again.
I was so scared. I was so scared. I was never going to see you again.
We didn't know what we were gonna do. And it's just, he's gripping onto you so tight, and he's, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what we would have done if you weren't gonna come back, Nico. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're okay. And you hear him like those kind of couple sniffles as he's wiping his face, and he pulls back and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Why are you comforting me? I should be comforting you. Do you need me to get the nurse or anything? Do you need?"
No. It's fine. It's fine. I just need you guys. I just need my family.
You feel that warm, heavy hand on your shoulder as he just goes, we're not going anywhere. No matter what you do, we are here, and we always will be. No matter what trouble you seem to get yourself in.
I try not to. I really try my hardest to not get in trouble.
I know, Nico. By the way, I did want to ask you this without the ladies around. there was this guy. I don't know. These white, this platinum blonde hair, short, elf. I think he was wearing these black clothes, and he had like a crow. He was snooping around the farm. Have you ever seen that kind of guy before?
An elf or Asimar? Was it?
ASMR. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wasn't ASMR.
Oh. I am. There's some things I feel like I haven't told you. And I think they're back here to haunt me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with keeping something to keep people safe. He was snooping around the house, and I don't know.
Is
It
he
happened.
gone?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He came around that night that you, I guess, appeared. After they took you into the infirmary, and he was snooping around the house for some reason. And is he? He's not a friend, is he?
That would probably be my brother.
Well, I don't be mad. May or may not have threatened him, and I haven't seen him since. So,
Oh no.
but he, from what I understand, is I heard he came down here and I guess was trying to snoop for someone named Tamiel, but I mean, there's no way it would be looking for that Tammy. So I figured he might be related to you, but he seemed off. So yeah, we just kind of set him away, and I think he left like yesterday, yesterday or last night or something. I haven't seen him since. But I felt like I needed to ask you, and I didn't want to scare, the girls too much because they weren't there, thank God.
So you threatened Samtal out in the open?
I mean, he's snooping on my farm. I gotta protect my property.
I mean, yes, no, of course. I mean, you wouldn't know. Nicholas, I have to complain with you about something.
Anything, whatever you need to share, it's okay.
Do you remember that first night we met?
Yeah.
It was raining. It was just.
You were cowering in the alleyway. You looked like a lost puppy. Yeah, I remember.
I was so scared back then. You introduced yourself as Nikolai. Nicholas, and I panicked. I did. My name is not Nico. I actually stole that one from you. If I'm being honest.
I'll be perfectly honest. I assume so. It did kind of seem very much like the whole just taking part of a name that you just heard. But you know what? I never really questioned it. We've all got a past that we're all trying to hide from. But
yeah, it's my name is Tamiel Cromore, and that was my brother, Samtal Cromore.
Roll for insight.
15 total.
Okay. You notice a slight bit of recognition as he just kind of looks at you and goes, Tamiel Cromore, as the Eartherus Cromores?
Yeah, as the Eartherus Cromores.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I heard that there was a Cromore named Tamiel that ran away that they were searching for, but you know what?
Yeah.
As he stands up and he just kind of holds his hand out and goes, nice to meet you, Tamiel. I'm Nicholas.
Oh my God. Nico's gonna start crying, and he's just gonna hug him, like latch onto him, just.
And as he's giving you a hug, you hear him just kind of say, I'm sure you had your reasons, Tammy, but you don't need to worry about us saying anything. You're gonna be fine. You're still our Nico. And if you don't mind, I'm still gonna keep calling you Nico.
Falling apart. No, go ahead. I don't want to be Tamiel. By no means.
Well, we all need a fresh start eventually. So I guess it's time to. And from what I heard, your friends seem to have taken him off the trail, so you should be safe at least for now. And yeah, whatever you need, we'll help take care of you. I've heard interesting thing about the Crowmores, so if any of them are at least partially true, I don't blame you for wanting out.
I assure you, whatever you've heard is most likely true. If even a smidge of it
Well,
is as close to what the real thing is.
your secret is safe with me, Tammy, or Nico. But you know what? We're meeting each other for the first time again. He sits down and he just kind of pulls out this small bottle, dark bottle, with red wax on top, and he goes, I was saving this for special occasion, maybe if
And you just hold it in your pocket all the time, Nicholas?
he pulled it out of his bag. When I heard that you were awake, I figured, as he breaks the seal and pops it open and grabs these two glasses out and goes, might as well share it now, right? As he's pouring you both this very beautiful purple kind of luster-filled fluid. As he goes, it's probably my favorite drink, and I've been saving it for quite some time, and I can't think of a better time to use it. As he slides a drink over to
I
you.
appreciate it. I really do.
As he lifts his glass and he clangs his against yours and takes a drink and goes, you can tell us anything, Nico, and we won't tell a soul. We just love you for you. Don't ever forget it.
Oh. I'm happy to have you guys. I really, really am. I just wish things would have gone differently.
They'll never go as planned. As he finishes off his drink and begins pouring another one, and you go, speaking of which, it's with the shirt.
Nico just looked at. Oh. Well, it's Silas's. I was walking around and I was planning on taking a blanket instead, but he gave me his shirt and I don't know what to do with it. Will I clean it now, or do I just give it back?
We'll clean it when we get home. But first, we're gonna make sure that you're all nice and rested. The girls will be back any minute with your clothes. So you and I just enjoy this moment in our drinks in peace before all hell breaks loose. As he lifts up a glass again and a small cheers, and he downs the drink. As that's happening, you guys are having this moment with Nicholas. We're gonna go back to the bar where interesting things are happening. Kazim, you're talking with Iahme. How's that going?
I don't think it's going very well, personally.
Is that Josh's opinion, or because
Josh's opinion.
Okay,
I feel like this could be going better.
we'll make it go better, bruh. I believe in you.
Okay. Iahme is not in the best situation, but is safe at the very least.
Are you asking?
I'm
I
just
think
kind
he's
of
assessing.
thinking aloud because
Yeah.
my brain no work.
I have two brains in one mind, so
Technically, they're just one. You have the capacity of two brains, the amount of two brains crammed into one.
Itty bitty living space.
Yeah, it's not doing great.
Okay, before I try to talk to the other one, do you have any leads? Have you ever seen something like this before?
My mother had some sort of recognition about it. But as of right now, she's taking care of an issue that you and I know about. and that Silus knows about with my sister. That is why I sent Draxto back. Draxto may have had something that could have helped us with this. I don't know how to get him back, though.
That problem was a doppelganger problem.
Mm-hmm.
According to Tammy, never mind. It doesn't even matter. I can't trust Tammy as far as I can throw him. According to Tammy, we have 6 months of no doppelgangers. I suppose that could be true. Let's think in best case scenarios and we'll deal with it if it comes up. What's a good way to contact your mother for questions?
The mirror.
In the flow?
Indeed.
Okay. Graymore will tell me how to use it. So that works out.
I know how to use it. You have to have sand from my homeland to use it.
But if I can't talk to you, I'm thinking worst case scenarios here. If I can't talk to you, if you're locked in
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's in control,
Silus has talked to my mother before. With me.
perfect. I think I have ways of possibly contacting her if I'm remotely familiar with her name or just the concept of her. So it's fine. At the very least, we can reach out.
If you can reach her like that, you can reach Draxto. You may not like him, Kazim, but he has more wisdom than you think he does.
If I need to, I will. This is more important than...
It will be faster for him to get here and help with my mother. The boat ride to get here is 3 months.
And I think our teleporter is still on the fritz. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Just real quick. We're gonna swap places again. Gonna be fine. I'll have you back in your own body by the end of the night.
That is not what I'm worried about, Kazim.
What are you worried about? I'll take care
This
of it.
is literally taking a toll on...
Like, physically, it's taking a pretty decent toll.
Yes.
Oh, right. Cure wounds. I don't get very many of these. I'm almost out of spell slots. That's 9 hit points for you.
Cool. Whoa.
Ignore
Alright,
the one
we're back above half. Hell yeah!
I was gonna say, didn't you take damage from the fireball?
Yeah, no, guys, I was down to like...
I'm currently
two good fuck-ups. Two good fuck-ups and we'll...
Okay.
Appreciate it. Do you need anything from me before I go?
Is there anything you can think of that I might need?
Should probably give him, like, a little bit of her sand.
I've got dozens of empty vials on my person.
He does.
And then she'll give him a couple of the black dragon scales that are actually from Draxto. She's like, just in case you need these.
I can't contact him until tomorrow, so
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Do you need any sort of healing yourself?
Desperately, but we don't have...
I can do that before something happens. That would be the best option.
We might need it later, is all I'm thinking. So I'll just take a rest here while talking to the other one. It's fine.
If that is what you deem best.
He's hanging
Would
out
you
here.
Would you like for me to see if I can force them forward like I did with Draxto?
If you can do it without injuring yourself, I'm much more... I prefer that.
Just keep an eye on Silus, alright?
I will. Can I burn some hit die to heal myself?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna try it, bestie.
What are you gonna do?
She's going to close her eyes and think of Mistrix's actual name and find like memories that don't fit her life and try to like focus in on that and see if that'll help bring her.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. I was not prepared. Are we using Mistrix's or
Iahme's.
Iahme's? I am me. That is an 8 plus 2?
Okay,
Plus
so
3.
you do feel that slip into a different mindset as, yeah, you are now Mistrix. Roll another wisdom save for me.
That is a Mistrix wisdom save, so that is a 13.
Yeah, you don't remember much. You get like bits and pieces of what just happened as Iahme, but you don't really remember everything. So you kind of know that you were supposed to be here. You don't really understand why.
I'm gonna kind of like blink a couple times, look at the fish, and like slowly reach up to the table and like try to like, in her mind, use her nails to like stab it, but she doesn't have her nails, so she's like,
you're just seeing Iahme like poking a piece of dried fish, then looking at her fingertip. You're pretty sure this is Mistrix.
I can still see the.
Oh yeah, you still have true sight. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see that weird, again, that out of focus look, and then it just starts coming back into focus, and they've switched places again.
Okay. First of all,
I was gonna say she's still playing with that piece of fish, by the way.
okay, to grab her attention, I'm going to go into the bag of holding and pull out her drums.
The drum,
The drum.
the drum.
You
What's the name
immediately
of it again?
Bedazzle or some shit like that. Gems. What name did we give it?
Do you not remember? It's the Rimstone.
Rimstone. That's it. Do you not have any idea when the last time I looked at your character sheet as Mistrix was?
I haven't looked at this character sheet since I updated her like a month ago.
Do you have any
good
idea
sir.
how many character
So
sheets I
fuck you.
have, woman, that I have to look at to remember?
We made this object together, bestie.
I've made a lot of objects since then.
Woman
But this-
there was kind of biting.
Alright. Anyway, yes, there's your drum that you were very excited to see again.
She's gonna reach out for it and be like, ah!
I'm gonna pull it back. I'll give this to you on a condition.
Okay.
We need to either put you back in the orb or get you a body that you can survive in that isn't somebody else's.
Okay.
That is
Are
the
we gonna
most
go
sketchy thing
Kazim!
anyone has ever said.
She's literally gonna excitedly like smack her hands on the table like, Kazim, does this mean we're gonna go rob a morgue? If so, I want to be a pretty person, okay? Because then maybe Nico will actually like me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So we calling this episode the Body Snatchers or
Invasion of the body.
What, so you're telling me that you're trying to go find a dead body that Nico
No,
would
let him.
find
I'm here for this. I am here for grave robbing. Let's fucking go.
Make sure that would actually work. Otherwise, we're just.
Oh my god,
You
you're looking for a fucking corpse
Oh,
bride
now
for me.
you want to
Oh
research.
my fucking god.
Now you want to research. I'm fucking here for it. Let's do it.
What? You told me I should learn my lesson. I'm learning my lesson. Otherwise,
Well,
Oh,
now
God.
Now it's
No.
what's gonna be fun. So let's just do it.
Bestie.
I'm getting a fucking corpse bride, bitches.
I just had a very bad mental urge.
No.
Mistrix doesn't know what this body looks like.
No.
that mental click, she's literally gonna scramble out of the fucking table and go to the nearest fucking mirror.
Grabbing her wrist. I cannot have you running away from me right now.
Well, then come with me, and she's gonna just drag him away.
You can do strength
Try and grab
checks.
Okay, strength check.
Actually,
What are
so
you doing?
so
Oh,
you
shit.
you have to use Iahme's because it's her body, but you can either do strength, dex, acrobatics, or athletics.
Hold up a second.
But
mine
Kazim, you
with
have to use strength because
Okay.
you're actively trying to hold her in place and stop her.
I've got the number, and it's not bad.
Where's my die? I'm fucking excited about this. You don't even understand.
Iahme can't be that strong, right?
So you said I could use what?
Strength or dex or athletics or acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. That is a 17.
For
Sir.
which one?
That is acrobatics, yeah.
Acrobatics?
Couldn't
Okay.
read. Yeah.
What did you get,
My
Kazim?
brain was like,
I rolled a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
So as soon as you're about to get up and you're about to leap off the table over Kazim, but he is too quick as he just kind of grabs your wrist and pulls you back down. He's got a hold of you and you can't pull away.
It's like a full body, like my wings are under, just trying everything I can to hold you there.
Now I'm imagining Kazim like holding her up, which normally it'd be Mistrix kind of kicking and screaming, but now it's full ass Iahme, who's pretty fucking tall, just kind of let me go, goddammit!
Kazim, put me down before I say the word that you hate. I want to see what I look like.
You've said it like a dozen times already. We have bigger fish to fry.
Ooh, fried fish sounds really good. She's gonna like calm down for half a second.
There's fried fish right in front of you, with hummus.
Yeah, that I was trying to eat, and you have
Jingle,
me,
jingle,
so I
jingle.
can't eat it, sir.
You eat the fish while
Okay.
I talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Can you think of any way to transport your consciousness?
Can you put me down so I can eat the fish?
This is me.
Nom nom
letting
nom.
you go now. If you run, I'll call Silus to tackle you.
Okay.
Letting go.
She takes a piece of fish from the table and is like,
Do you know of any way that we could transport your consciousness?
ooh, what if I touch the orb again? What if I poke it like
That
the last
might
time?
just pull you both in. I
But what if it
appreciate
doesn't?
the idea, though. We can try it. We have a way to get in and out now.
If I say it's a research thing, like you said you wanted to.
I just want to hear if you already knew a way to do this without trial and error.
Kazim, if I knew a way, would I have kept myself in the orb since you all refused to visit me for God knows how long now?
You don't know how long it's been?
I don't know if there's a time difference.
How long do you think it's been?
Bestie?
You have no idea. There's no way to measure time in the orb. You have no
Just-
clue.
A while? A couple
3
harvests?
3 years.
So if I told you it had been somewhere in the time span of a day, would you be surprised?
I feel like it's been more than a day. Less than a year, more than a day, like a harvest? I don't have
mean-
fur.
No, you're an elf.
Ooh, are they pretty? Is this one pretty? She's gonna point at herself.
She could use more feathers, but yeah.
Silas, what are you and Tashi's talking about as they're having this
So-
conversation?
I made a roll.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Silas would be walking over.
Okay.
Oh.
The die decide. But yeah,
They've decided your
like,
fate.
probably like as I see Iahme, Mistrix,
Yeah,
getting picked up and
yeah, I will
flailing, I'm
say,
like,
when I'm Trix tried to leap over Kazim and he got caught, you kind of stood up and you saw that Kazim was kind of letting her go, so you just kind of stroll over there and you kind of walk up right when she just goes, "Is this one pretty?"
I have
I was
definitely
gonna say,
seen worse looking elves in the world.
her head's automatically gonna snap over and be like, "Stop!" and just hug him.
Oh, fuck it, EX are back.
Yeah.
Like,
Hugs.
Kazim can probably see, like, it's not an uncomfortable thing, but it's more of like a, you can do this. For her, you can do this kind of thing.
I'm trying to think if I have anything that could help. I don't have calm emotions, or if I do have it, I don't have it currently prepared.
It has been some time, little one.
I'd say I'm an elf now. It's different. She's gonna whisper to him, "This one's tall and doesn't have fur."
No, but sometimes her partner has scales.
She's a friend? Oh, I mean, technically, I guess you guys would be her friends, right? Wait,
Wisdom
did
save.
she replace me? Oh God. Okay. And am I using Mistrix Wisdom?
Mistrix.
So I'm assuming I'm using Iahme's body stats, and then depending on who is in front,
Correct.
they're... Okay, cool. That way I don't have to keep asking.
Yes.
That is a 7.
Okay. Continue.
She has a friend, or are you all her friends, or was I replaced?
She was helping us get home and helping us cope with losing you, but not a replacement.
Well, I don't think she did a very good job in the department of helping you get over me if I'm right here.
You.
Hey, no offense, little one, but none of this was expected.
I'm
We
nice. You all to come visit me. You know,
we only received the artifact yesterday. Yesterday
Wait.
or the day before.
wait, Kazim, did you ever figure out who broke my rock?
I don't have lying stats anymore. We did find out who broke your rock.
And did you get revenge?
Unfortunately, the culprit got away with it. None of that's a lie.
That is all technically true.
Well, you're gonna have to get revenge for me, okay?
Does Silus know?
I don't.
Oh yeah.
Does Silus know?
I think everybody knows except for Mischief.
If he knows,
No, Nico wouldn't know.
If he knows,
I feel like Silus would know at this point.
yeah,
I feel like they've had a side conversation.
single knuckle
remember-
crack.
I was gonna say, I remember a conversation where it was insinuated that Kazim did
Yes,
it, and Mistrix confronted him, and he got his way out of it, but everybody else knows.
Yeah,
Silas was probably the only one that would remember, so yes.
Yeah, so very much like on the elevator back in P-Bar, just single crack knuckle.
Intimidation roll.
Fuck yeah. So that's an 18.
And what is... You can roll a Constitution save if you want to, Kazim, or we can go off your natural.
My natural con?
Yeah.
I might as well roll for it because I only got a 12. That's a 5.
Yeah, you're fucking yeah, that your body just has that fear strike through you as you feel in the goosebumps. Is that familiar, just kind of terrifying noise of Silus threatening you?
Clenched, hard as steel. Just standing perfectly still. His vision's based off movement.
Anyway, you were asking me if I knew how to get back in the orb, and the answer is no. I do not.
So you don't have any prior knowledge.
Kazim, I only went in once. How am I supposed to know how to do it again?
I'm not saying specifically going back in the orb. I'm saying, have you ever heard of any situation where your consciousness could be transported to another body? Have you ever heard a song about it or read a book about it?
You know what, Mistrix? I want you to roll for... we're gonna go history on this one.
For my brain to remember song.
To remember some specific.
I haven't used history. Dear Lord. Hey, it's not bad though. That is 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, you know that your parents or your dad was attempting to perform a ritual to transfer his consciousness to something else and to prepare yours for another consciousness.
She's gonna blurt it out exactly like that.
Cool. Oddly
coincidental.
Yeah,
it's also the dream you had that gives you nightmares of your mom trying to save you from it.
So she's gonna be like, it's also, where my dad kind of threatened my existence. And that's when I ran away.
Okay, maybe although it does sound like the perfect avenue of attack, it sounds like
it would require proper preparation.
It would require a lot of...
Wait, wasn't my dad working for the Theras douche?
He sure was. She knows that.
If he was working for Theras douche probably has a way of transferring consciousness. She's gonna stutter that and be like,
okay, so...
This one speaks different languages, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think that's a body specific. I think that's a mind specific.
But the tongue, bleh.
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 Different teeth.
You guys have teeth? Weird.
Anyway.
I think it's a lot to consider within an hour of you
being
waking
forcefully
up.
Brought back because people didn't want to be there.
Is Because look to Kazim, kind of like, what does that mean? Because I didn't go in there, so I don't know what she's referencing.
After they come in and write on your wall, and then make you forget conversations for like milliseconds that you were like there, but you're there, and then you're outside. And then Nico's there, and then poof, you're outside because they didn't want to be there. She says it all sassy like.
In my defense, I was forgetting things rapidly. Writing them down felt like the right call at the time, and I stand by it.
On my wall, though, Kazim?
You didn't have paper.
There was a notebook on the kitchen table.
We looked for paper. The best we found was pieces of wood.
They are the closest thing to natural parchment, because it's hard to make paper when you can't really leave the town because there's a lot do. I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I'm just saying I had to act fast just in case something bad happened. That's all I'm saying.
Not wanting to be in the orb, I I will not speak for everybody, but I'm sure it was more the
No, Pretty Nico said it was a mistake.
then that is a conversation we can have with Nico once he is recovered.
The mistake was we didn't intend to go in the orb, and we didn't intend to get you combined with Iahme. That's the mistake. I was, of course, glad to see you. I'm sure Nico was as well. But it was unintentional what we did.
Silus, are you glad to see me? Because you didn't stay to listen to my song.
It is hard for an orc to lose their family a second time. And I wish this meeting was under different circumstances. But knowing you are at least okay, it in no way upsets me.
Well, Kazim and I are going to find a way to fix. She says, all proud.
The two of you off on another adventure, Kazim.
What do you mean the two of us? You're a part of this.
I suppose somebody has to get in the way if someone starts swinging at you for, I don't know, stealing their shirt.
Did he steal someone's shirt?
I'm just gonna sort of like...
No, he willingly gave it. All I had to do was ask.
Well, since it's my first day back, can we, like, chillax for a day? And, like, maybe let me play music and see if that works, buddy? Pretty please?
I
think it would be best not to rush things for both our sakes and the sakes of your co-inhabitant. I'm not sure if names are triggering, but
They are very.
good to know. So if I do refer to you or them in any kind of objectifying way, it is merely to make sure you are not injured.
Okay,
I mean, no offense.
that's fine.
Here's my problem with taking it easy for a day. Of course, there's not much I can physically do as of right now until I get some good bed rest. On the other
And
side, this sharing that is happening has a real physical toll on that body.
I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna let
good
that one go.
save. Good save. I feel like Kazim would actually have stuttered there, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to think about what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, wouldn't sleep be good for a body that's under stress?
Well, yes.
I think it also fair that in a little time we get her opinion as well. The four of us and Nico, that this is something that we must tackle together.
Here's the thing. Mistrix,
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
Hmm.
Not replacing you.
House cat not replaced. Got it.
But this isn't your body. We're gonna have to let the driver take the reins for a while, okay?
But if I'm the pretty lady, maybe Nico will like me. I can pretend to be the
There's-
pretty lady.
There's too much to unpack there for me to deal with. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm just not gonna comment, actually. That's gonna be easier, not commenting.
Nico has another individual who seems to have his eyes on him right now, and
Can I stab them? Oh wait, I don't have claws. Never mind.
you miss them by about 6 hours.
Well, I hope they're ugly and they smell like cat pee.
They were actually very, very lovely and very nice.
It's just rude, Kazim.
Yeah,
Now
we've
I wanna
been
go back in my
burned like
orb.
a dozen times.
Where is
So
my orb?
would
I
you
want
like
it.
to know?
I want it.
Maybe the Caped Crusader smashed that one too. Anyway, can you try to pull the other one out?
How am I supposed to do that?
Will it into being? Just think, I would like
Um,
to no longer be the
Manifest destiny.
I would like to be a cat again.
one. That's not what I meant. I think you know that's not what I
I would like to not be me. I don't know how that works, Kazim.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Do you want me to try?
Just gonna look at him like, how?
Dahlia,
Mechanically. Karma.
What?
Mechanically,
Mm-hmm.
it's failing a saving throw that makes them switch.
I can't tell you.
it depends on the intention, I
Yep.
assume. Dahlia, remember that night in the feathered bed when we had that discussion about focusing on very particular memories to understand what you want?
Yeah.
We're going to do that again.
Okay. Do I need to sit down first?
Perhaps a good idea.
Okay. She's gonna shuffle over to the table and sit down.
And he's gonna sit down in front of her and kind of put one hand out.
She'll put her hand in his and just look at her own hand and be like, "It's weird not having fur."
I have fingers. Do you know? Can you recognize the feeling of when the other is in control?
Karma, would she kind of understand that? She
I
did
would
have
say-
that moment with Nico where they were both of them for half a second.
Yeah, I think she would recognize that something is going on. I do feel like it's so traumatic at the moment that she kind of can't quite put her finger on, but she probably understands that something like that is happening.
I mean, I guess. Kinda.
Try your best to focus on that feeling, that memory, that moment, whatever it may be for you, and envelop yourself in it like diving into a lake. Think of it as
So,
opening the door for the other to step through.
focus on a memory that doesn't seem me?
Give it a try.
Okay.
We will be right here if something goes wrong.
Still frightened. Awesome. Let's go.
You're not alone this time.
Alright, Karma. She's gonna try it.
Okay, go ahead and roll wisdom save.
Using cat.
Yep, using the cat.
Using cat lateral damage. Let's do it. That is a 13.
Okay. So as you're sitting there and you're trying to think your best of like maybe thoughts of that seem to have happened after you were gone, you do feel that kind of weird letting go feeling as Iahme is beginning to take the reins again, and Kazim once more you see that out of focus moment and back into focus, and it's Iahme.
So as she goes, she's gonna squeeze Silus and let go of it when Iahme comes back.
Iahme?
Indeed, that is my name.
Welcome back, my lady.
It is a rough journey traveling sides.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, Iahme.
Of course.
There's always going to be two. There's going to be the one to switch, and the one to see if you remember anything.
Yeah. That is a 22.
Okay, you do remember the conversation that you were having as Mistrix.
I see she had a difficulty understanding how to get back. Thank you for walking her through.
I'll always try and do what I can for all of you.
I know this
Despite
is complicated.
It is, but there will be no solution if we don't work together.
Can I be slightly insulted?
Nope.
Would it be me still insulted by her?
You're gonna have to repeat that. You cut out a little bit.
Yeah, you're the kiddo.
Sorry. She's wondering if she can feel slightly insulted at herself, or would it be her being insulted by the cat for the whole she didn't do a very good job getting them over?
I feel like it's a weird mixture of both. Since you are mad at this other person saying that, but also having that feeling that you are that person. It's a weird kind of identity crisis almost, trying to differentiate, is she someone else or is she just me?
I have a feeling whatever we do, we need to do it sooner rather than later. Memories are getting hard to decipher.
Well, we've got a couple leads, most of which we can't check up on until tomorrow at the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
Is this worth talking to Greymore about?
I have never met someone so informed of magic as there is in Greymore, so...
But that's the problem. It kind of hurts our street cred. You know?
Asking for help?
Yeah. Like, this is something that we should be fully capable of handling.
Just
probably.
like he
I am
asked...
not above any kind of assistance when it comes to my own sanity.
I'm a little above it when it comes to your own sanity.
She's
Greymore
literally gonna look at him dumbfounded, like, excuse me?
Because Greymore came to us and asked us for help when the crisis with the doppelgangers was beginning to get worse. I feel it best we offer him the same respect in knowing when we are beaten and knowing when we are lost.
At the very least, we should at least mention the 6 month of no doppelgangers. I feel like that would be a good time to rally the troops, as it were.
It gives us time to bolster our defenses until the next wave comes.
And it gives us time to reach out to the capital, see if they can try to put up similar defenses.
and we must locate the other anchors, of which I'm sure there is at least one in the capital somewhere, but priorities.
Does anybody else even know what we're going through? Is this an isolated incident between our two cities?
I have reached out to my ambassador to hopefully get a conference with him and or your king of these parts. Which reminds
Interesting.
me, I need to get back and see if my letter has been picked up yet.
And let's start heading over.
And perhaps we can check on your little bandaged friend.
Yes, and
Could this be a remembrance thing?
memory
Also-
does seem to be the link between them.
Also, I'm getting flashes of... Is Nico awake? Is that something that happened?
Yes, when a little bit before I found your bodies, Nico woke up. His injuries were mostly healed. He seemed better. I haven't told him what has gone on recently, that there was too much to handle. The clerics... They're clerics, right? Kazim, that's what you call them? Healing... So the healing magician?
Yeah, clerics, monks.
I just want to coin the phrase healing magician.
Well,
I'm gonna make a class
Again,
called
so-
that.
Silas has very
healing
little to go off.
Question mark.
Silas has very little to go off here. You guys keep forgetting.
To be
I
clear,
love it though.
I think I am in this current canon a cleric.
Yeah,
Have
but like,
quotations around that.
yeah, but he still doesn't like get it. Yeah, because again, he has shamans and he has warlocks, and that's it.
They're closer to shamans.
Yeah, but he doesn't really know the societal term. But anyway,
Anywho,
they were dumbfounded by his rapid healing.
and no one said anything about the brilliant, blinding light that came from the room?
No one mentioned it to me.
We were in an isolated room, which
Yes, but even an
Also-
isolated room should have a crack under the door for light.
true. Why
That
didn't
should
they
have seeped
mention-
through the wood.
Why didn't they mention the light? And if it's because they didn't see the light, then how did they know we were in trouble?
More questions we can ask Raymore. I'm sure at some point he would have received a report,
Indeed.
especially from his elite unit. Now I'm gonna look at Kazim.
Well, I certainly would like to go figure things out. I also would like to oil my hair because I don't know what your cat friend is going to do to it. She's just gonna stand up and dust off her dress.
Silas
got
is probably
fish
gonna like subconsciously, for the first time in a long time, like run his hand through his very uncut, overgrown hair and like, yeah, I need to do something about this at some point, huh?
Let us take the night to
Odd.
gather ourselves. I will check on my note, and I will meet you all back in the evening.
Tomorrow evening or tonight?
As in tonight before we go to sleep. Because I'm assuming we're all going to see Nico before we go to sleep.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he's mad.
Confused would be the point term, I believe.
Well, I get the very strong feeling that I myself am not very particularly happy with him. So,
I think it best we tackle that together.
we'll meet up there after we address our situation.
Yeah, let's.
I apparently need to buy pants. She's just gonna like him.
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we heading back up to the flow?
I'm gonna go see Greymore.
I'm also gonna go see Grandma.
Okay, and where are you going, Iahme?
Well, it depends on if they're gonna stop me from departing from them or not. But
mean-
she's honestly probably gonna go buy pants first.
I think it's safer if we stay near
Yeah,
that situation.
yeah. Just in case someone
So
said
kinda-
something.
So kind of corralling.
Yeah.
Okay.
If when they go to stop her, she's gonna be like, "If you please, your friend would rather have pants, and I would rather she have pants for my modesty."
Ah,
Con-
yes, of course.
Consider us nothing more than your royal escort.
Appreciated.
Well, while you guys are going to the market to buy your pants and then heading your way up to Greymore, I will say you probably find pants for about 2 silver. So go ahead and mark that down when you find your pants.
And I'll get some real.
As you guys are making your way up there, Nico, your family has returned back to you, and they've brought your clothes with you, as well as Cresselia has brought you a little basket of food, as Nicholas has brought over the table, and you guys are all kind of enjoying a nice lunch together. All just kind of still in the infirmary. Is Freya is still just kind of drawing in charcoal, getting it all over her face, but she's drawing a little picture of you and her and the whole family getting back together, and little adventures you guys are going to do, and enjoying yourselves some sandwiches and stuff. I think that is going to be where we're going to end for this week. We will be back with this again next week, but since we have a little bit more time, I've noticed that Seb has added some questions into the Discord, and one that kind of pertains to tonight, so I thought it'd be very interesting to ask this question.
Let's go.
Mm.
All right, let's switch on over to a different kind of music that's less down. There we go. We're gonna go with the Bring the Ale. I like that song. All right. So, Seb's question is, this is for the whole cast, by the way. If you and your characters were to switch places, like you switched with Zephyr switched with Silus, or Kazim switched with Josh, which would cause the most chaos? You and Ethyl, or your character in real life?
Mistrix in real life.
100%.
I was gonna say, I don't want to have. I feel like Mistrix and Kazim both having access to Twitch would be interesting.
But
She already has issues with being smooth-skinned, so
Drago will be a menace if she ever got magic inside Ethyl. She would fucking obliterate someone.
I would love being fucking Tammy.
Oh yeah,
With all the unlimited
Dire?
power.
Dyer would love being Iahme because fucking Dragon as a best friend? Hell yeah.
God, the chaos that Tammy would cause in my life, though.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Karma,
I'm feeling safe with Nico.
would that make me a furry if I traded places with
Yes.
Technically.
Yeah.
I'm
But
halfway to my life goal then.
If Mistrix was in your body, technically you really would be a cat in a person's body.
This room would be hell because I would be knocking shit off of the shelves constantly.
Yeah, no, those shells are fun. I genuinely think I would cause more chaos in Ethyl, because I think if Silus came over here and he would just open a restaurant.
That's probably exactly what he would do. 100%.
Like he would just open a diner somewhere where it's me and Silas's body. I've got working legs. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to be.
I just realized the fact that I play violin would absolutely dumbfound Mistrix. She would be like, "I'm a bard in both lives."
I just love the idea of being able to talk to a god literally every night.
That would be pretty crazy. I mean,
My
I'm thinking about
go through the roof.
Now, okay, if I was to switch places with a character in D&D, do I have to pick one, or would I just be all of them?
Pick one.
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
Because imagine the council of 6, and it's just 6 different versions of me.
Hey, Karma,
Huh.
if you become all of them, they all become
Yeah,
literally have
they
multiple
all just are.
personality
Yeah, I
disorder.
would have multiple personality disorder in real life.
Your
I'd-
wife would murder you.
Oh, 100%. Well, actually, probably Bagtru would probably murder everyone with her anger.
yeah. Sorry about that.
My house would be on fire immediately.
Here's what I want to know. What would me, he, and we get up to in the real world?
You, me, and we.
I feel
Yeah.
like you, me, and we would be like amazing car dealers. They'd be
Oh,
fantastic at
I
it.
can see
Or a
that.
pawn shop. Oh my god,
Yes,
imagine
pawn
them with a
shop.
pawn shop.
Yeah, just like a charity shop or something like
Oh
that. Yeah.
shit. That would be incredible. Either that, I was gonna say like one of those shopping network hosts.
I want to
Where
see
they
them
sell
host
it-
a game show.
Oh, they'd host the Price is Right.
Dude, no, can you see them on those like late night infomercials?
That's what I'm thinking. Like
I don't
them
know. I don't
shelling,
know, me. What do you think?
selling some shitty ass turquoise ring. Ugh,
It
God.
will
Hey,
tell
that
you
one
the
was fucking
future.
pretty.
They've been
tell you
selling the
the
same
future.
vacuum for fucking 15 years. It cuts gust, but backwards.
It cleans rooms sometimes after many years. Me has 2. We has 4. God, it's hard to talk like them.
Yeah, can't wait to see them again.
Another question. We have time.
Okay. Okay, here's a unrelated one. What would your characters do, and you or your characters coming to what would they do to coming to terms to deal with the situation of you guys swapping bodies? Like, okay, if I was to go switch bodies with like Tammy, I would see exactly how powerful I am, and I would make all kinds of ridiculous deals and just become a god. Like a full-blooded, full-blown, everyone has a deal with me. I would be a devil, 100%. That power would go immediately to my head.
I'm sad to report, buddy. I'll be like right alongside you. I'm really sad to report that. I will be bad.
I don't have as
You
much
fought the
confidence.
Jay and Trix who are like power
Oh,
fucking
God,
hungry.
yeah, that would be ridiculous.
I don't have as much confidence as Mistrix does, so that would be hard for me to get over. Like I give my characters so much more self-confidence and self-esteem.
I'm imagining you switching with Trix right when you invented heavy metal. Right after she just played that set and they're just screaming, "Encore! Encore!" That's why she left.
Okay, bye. Peace.
Yep. No more of that. Not again.
That's why I never play music.
I
Thanks.
feel like I'd want to like test out what Silas's body could do. So honestly, I'd probably become a bounty hunter.
I feel like you'd go for a run, first of all.
I don't even. I
Tiger
don't.
Woods.
I would definitely go camping for a couple nights.
Ooh,
for sure.
Yeah. I'd go
But then
camping with you
after
because
that-
I want Silas's cooking skills to make you food.
Oh, dude, but Silas's cooking has gone to the real world.
We would if I could bring Tammy into real life, I feel like they would have a real life cook off like SpongeBob and Poseidon did.
Oh my god.
There's someone who
I
actually
remember that
puts their
episode.
heart into it and cooks to it, and then there's Tammy who just poofs it all into existence.
Yeah, and that was the reason that Silas never took any of the food that Tammy offered. It genuinely wasn't a spite thing. It was, I will not eat something that I don't know where it came from.
Neither is Tammy,
Yeah.
to be honest. It just happens.
Yeah, but it's like Tammy's just brought this bread out of nowhere. I don't know where that bread's been. So it's like, nah, I'm just gonna take these quail eggs and fry them up. But yeah, I'd probably go camping for a couple days and then go bounty hunting for a little while. Like, test out my combat skills. And if I die, I die.
Josh, do you have any answer for that? Nope, I think we lost Josh.
think he died.
He could be flying.
He honestly probably would fly first, just to
He's
see
what-
Yeah.
He probably
He
would.
swapped with Kazim, but it was mid-air and he hadn't learned to fly yet.
Josh, 10 seconds into Ethyl.
Okay, guys. I think that's a good place for us to stop. Thank you guys for playing with us. Thank you guys for watching us. This was an absolutely blast, and hopefully we'll come back next week. I'm gonna put in an announcement in the Discord when I make a decision on what's gonna happen. You guys, again, you want to join the Discord, you got questions for us, go check out the questions for the cast in the ether in the Discord. As always, you guys are fantastic. We love you guys so much. Thank you for coming to check us out. If you're watching on YouTube and on Spotify, thank you guys for checking us out too. We hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. I love you guys. Who wants to do it this week?
I think Dyer should.
Okay, actually, we'll do it as Mistrix.
Okay.
So first off, as Dyer, check out the Twitch, the Spotify, the Kick, the TikTok,
Oh, yeah,
the
Kick,
YouTube,
too.
all that shit.
All the shit.
Under uppercase karma.
Yeah, look up uppercase karma on anything that there's videos or shit. You'll find me.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. Guys, I'm back. And guess what? You should come back next week, okay? Okay, bye.
What is a ray of light without the shadow it creates? What is the darkness without desire for flame? What is a warrior without a worthy foe? What would you like to do? It's time to roll. When the lines between good and evil are blurred, no one knows if there is dune or paler came first. An ancient struggle throughout all time to push against the other keeps both upright. Is the coming chaos worth the peace? Is it all just a puzzle to complete? A one-sided coin can't exist, isn't real, and thus goes the tales of Ethyl. Thus goes the tales of Ethyl.